I'm Emily.
I'm Hayley.
And this is
the Northwest Mystery Show,
where we botch our intros every fucking time.
Who needs intros? That feels so... like, we're not on a talk show. This isn't like a YouTube thing.
It's real casual.
I still think Are You Ready to Mumble is pretty funny.
We're gonna mumble this whole episode, so it's gonna sound like this.
Gonna talk like this.
Get ready for it. You ready?
We're just gonna laugh this entire episode.
Yeah.
How's that different from any other episode?
That's pretty standard.
Yeah. A little more tired this episode than regular episodes.
We're
so
both
everything
real
feels like
sleepy.
it's very funny.
We're gonna do our best. Maybe.
We're gonna do what we're capable of doing at the current time.
It's not a lot.
So should we just get into yours and get it over with?
Okay.
I'm actually really excited about yours.
We're gonna just jump into my mystery this week because it's long. I am reading a manifesto, so there's that.
I want to write my own manifesto.
For what?
I don't know. I still need to figure it out.
You have to have like a really strong point of view about one specific thing.
I'm
like
figuring it out, okay? But just you wait.
if you like come up with ideas, like just like send them to me. We'll just start brainstorming.
We'll
Like,
write our own manifesto.
yes,
For a podcast.
and then read it one
Yeah.
episode.
Every episode
The
we'll read
etiquette
it.
of eating tacos on air.
Oh, Haley, write a big one about how it's
Rude
really
it is.
fucking rude.
To eat tacos.
I have to apologize for that episode because when I listened to it, it was so loud with me like eating my little mini tacos.
Oh my gosh. It's so funny watching you eat the tacos because you could see like the shame in your face.
They were so crunchy, and I like
That's
kept
the
like trying
point
to.
of tacos.
I was trying to back away from the mic, but I like wasn't. And even some of the ones where I know I was far away, it's still loud.
It's like an
It's still
echo.
a directional mic.
There's an taco echo in the background.
Yeah. That's the kind of quality content you get on this podcast.
Taco eating.
Townsy, can you fill up my little cup? Do I have a cup?
Where's your Bigfoot cup?
I didn't bring it.
What?
I'm sorry.
So I gotta go get you a cup.
Yeah.
You're ridiculous.
We're the
So
worst.
many demands.
Sorry.
All right.
All right, well, start reading your story then.
Okay.
Let's get it.
So this is called, just very straightforward, The Case of Kyle Odom.
Oh.
Oh. So I heard about this one from my boyfriend Anthony because he lives in Moscow, Idaho.
The only person that lives there.
That's not true. This guy lived there too.
Okay, one of two.
So he heard about this because he worked at the Goodwill in town, and after this guy like got arrested for all this shit, he owned a storage locker, and they had to like get rid of all the stuff in his storage locker.
Mm-hmm.
So they took it and they donated it to Goodwill, and Anthony got to go through all his shit.
That is amazing.
I kept trying to get him to like send me the story about it so I could read it on this podcast.
Yeah.
Turns out it's not that interesting. Like, I guess he had a bunch of journals and they kind of read through, but he thought the guy had a different name, so I don't even think they're his journals.
Oh.
We think they're like his dad's or something.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's weird.
So like he said the journals were like kind of crazy ramblings, but
Yeah, why would you donate journals? Did they not know the journals were in there and gave them to the Goodwill?
they just like took all his shit and like got rid of it.
Because it's kind of weird.
It's cheaper to give it to Goodwill than to take it to the dump.
Right. I should donate some of my journals to the Goodwill.
Oh my god.
But then just like market it as a book.
That would be
A
some
very, very sad
good
life
reading
story.
material. If you give it like a really nice cover,
Yeah.
maybe they wouldn't throw it out.
I went to anthropology and
Why?
because I was in the area.
How are you that rich, Haley?
Oh, I'm not. I just went there to look.
You didn't buy anything?
Of course not. No. But in like the sales section,
Yeah.
they had this notebook and I almost got it, but I didn't want to pay like $20 on sale for a notebook that just said schemes on the cover.
No.
It was bright orange and the pages were like gold edged and it just said schemes.
Haley, that is an investment that I can get behind.
And then I'll just write like really sad stories. The
You know
pages
what?
will be tear stained and then I'll give it to the Goodwill.
I discovered last night at 2 a.m. Don't judge me.
Which is why I
What's
was
my
up.
life?
I was up like an hour after that.
Oh.
So
That's rough.
okay. Anyways, what did you discover?
I discovered there's a horror movie from the 80s called Tourist Trap. We're gonna watch it.
Okay.
We're gonna fucking watch it.
And then we'll go on a road trip going to Tourist Traps.
Yes.
And our matching Adidas tracksuits.
Yes.
Because that is the thing that we have.
Hayley.
Best friend goals.
I am about to make us like a soundtrack for this road trip.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. We're gonna do it.
Do you have a CD player in your car?
That's all I have in my car.
Okay, good.
A CD player and a radio with like way too many presets.
I just bought a bunch of blank CDs, so I'm gonna burn us.
Yes. And then
Whole
we'll go on a
playlist.
road trip.
You shouldn't have bought them. I have gazillions that I will never use.
I got a
for the rest of my
gazillion
life.
at Goodwill for like nothing.
Or you could literally have them from nothing for me.
Oh, well, just donate them to me.
Yeah, I might just give them to you anyway.
I'll use them.
I can't burn
For
CDs
what?
anymore because I don't have a disk drive in my computer.
I can only do it on my family's, like our home
See, we
computer.
don't even have one of those anymore.
Yeah,
I'm bummed.
it's weird. Like it's just going
Yeah,
away.
you can buy like the like extension thing, but that's another thing I don't want to buy.
That sounds like a lot of work.
Yeah. Okay,
Okay,
continue.
let's do this. So he's the one who told me about this, but he didn't really know like the details of it, and some of the stuff he told me is wrong. So when I started doing the research, it was so much better than I had thought, and I was like, oh, I have to tell this whole story on this show.
I mean, the manifesto, that's... Who writes manifestos unless you're like...
He's like, well, I think when he wrote it, he's like 24, 25, so pretty young. It's very exciting. Okay, I'm gonna set the scene right now. I'm gonna set the scene of the event.
Okay. Scene of the crime.
Yes, this is very recent too.
When
So,
did it happen?
March 6th, 2016, in the parking.
Oh.
Recent.
That's so
yeah,
recent. I
yeah.
thought
This
it was
is
like-
new. This new shit. Well, that's why his stuff went to the Goodwill, like when Anthony was there.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So, March 6th, 2016, in the parking lot of the Altar Church in Coeur d'Alene, that's in Idaho.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
It's spelled very weirdly.
it's weird. It's like kind of like a rich area in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, when people say from like this area that they're going to Idaho, they mean Coeur d'Alene.
Or like Boise, but
Yeah.
Coeur d'Alene's like,
Isn't it closer than Boise? I think so.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a little
is.
bit of a drive from Moscow.
Yeah.
I think it's like an hour north of Boise,
I think so.
which is on the way to Boise from here.
It's like an hour from everything. But it's okay.
It
It's
feels like longer,
kind of
but
like
it's
a
an hour.
ritzy little town. So, in the parking lot of the Altar Church, Kyle Odom shot Pastor Tim Remington 12 times with a .45 caliber handgun. 6 of the bullets actually hit Remington. It went into his back and shoulder and shattered his right arm. He suffered a collapsed lung, a bullet in his pelvis, and another one penetrated his skull but missed his brain. So he fucking lived.
Good.
Plot twist.
Wow.
So this is not a case of murder, it's attempted murder.
Okay, why this guy? Why Pastor Tim Robbins?
I will explain, but I'm going to explain through Kyle Odom's manifesto because
Okay.
he specifically talks about why he
Okay.
decided to do this.
I'm really excited to see this manifesto because
And-
on one page it looks like he drew the Grinch.
By
but
the way,
it's
he
not the
wrote this
Grinch.
manifesto and then he went and shot this guy. So he knew he was going to do it.
Okay.
It's fucked up.
That is.
And he's going to attempt to murder more people before this is over.
Yay.
Get ready. Oh, and when Pastor Tim got shot, he was on the phone with his son, and Kyle like walked up behind him and just started shooting. So the son heard the whole thing and was like, I think his son's the one that called the police, and like the ambulances and everybody
That's
showed
a
up.
nightmare.
It's really sad.
Yeah.
It's like horrifying. And then the pastor's like, he's a really nice guy, and he like showed up at all of the trials and stuff and said he like forgives the guy and he just wants to help him. Yeah, he's been really nice about it all.
I would be so salty if someone shot me that many times.
He's in
I'd
like,
be like, yeah, send him to jail.
oh yeah. I'd be like, fuck yeah.
I
Which is
know.
why you're not a pastor.
I know.
I know.
He's like a legit good pastor.
He's a good person.
Yeah, we're not.
We're on the line.
I'd probably go shoot him back and be like, huh, during the trial.
Yeah. I mean, he said he shot him 12 times and he only hit him 6 times, right?
Well, he shot him 6 times and he lived, which is really impressive.
That,
Oh, we're on Facebook Live?
Yep, we're about to do
Oh,
Kyle
God.
Odom's manifesto.
Yeah. We're
I
doing
really
it.
want to hear this manifesto, so.
Following the shooting, Odom fled to Washington, D.C. So he, like, immediately...
That's a long
He
drive.
shoots him, hops on a plane real quick, flies
Okay.
to Washington, D.C. This was part of his plan. He tosses items over the White House fence. I think it was, like, a flash drive and some other shit. With his crazy ramblings and manifesto and everything on it.
Okay.
To, like, try to get it to the president. So he's, like,
Just
tossing
tosses it.
shit. He's like, he'll get it. Not well thought out. How would he have ever gotten that to the president? Like, there's no way.
He doesn't live in the same reality.
Obama's
as
just
we
like
live
on the other side of the
in.
fence, like, I got it.
Oh, he's just walking in. Oh, what's this? Like,
I think I'll pick this up and
I'll
check
take
that
this
out.
not sketchy flash drive.
I know.
He probably can't even throw that far to get it like on a good place on the lawn.
And there were security people who like saw it happen and like grabbed it and were like, nope.
Yeah.
And,
Well, people doing stuff like this, they don't live in the same reality. They don't understand.
he's in a
What's
different.
what?
He's on a different
Yeah.
planet. Like,
Yeah.
He's not even in the same universe
No.
as we are.
I mean, this gets into aliens, so wait for it. So of course he does that, and he like immediately gets nabbed by like Secret Service guys or whatever.
Yeah.
And he had also mailed a copy of his manifesto to his family and like several news media outlets, explaining that he wanted to kill Remington because he believed he was part of a vast alien conspiracy to enslave the human race.
I love conspiracy theories so much.
This guy believes it.
Oh my gosh.
He 100%.
But that also screams mental health issues.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything with aliens enslaving people that like they truly believe it, mental health problems.
Yes. The story gets kind of sad in that
Yeah.
aspect, so we'll talk about it. So at this point, I'm going to refer to the first page of his manifesto where he
Yay.
introduces himself.
Okay.
So I'll read that. He titles it, "Who is Kyle Odom?" and then gives his own little bio. Born and raised in North Idaho, grew up in a loving family, joined the Marine Corps after high school, developed an interest in science, went to school for a degree in biochemistry, won numerous scholarships and awards, graduated magna cum laude, and then got invited to a prestigious university to work on genetics. I think it was like Baylor, maybe. Like real big school.
Okay.
They were going to give him like a scholarship to go there and study genetics. He's fucking
Super smart. Yeah.
Yeah. I think a lot of times
Like
people
Kaczynski and shit.
who are super smart, I think, are prone to be like more unstable.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
Which is really sad. So he says, check my personal documents. Like we can like look into him, you know, and like double check all this. But, like it's true. Like,
Just Google him.
he's like, you can fact check me if you don't believe it. And this is
Hashtag I am very smart.
this is the best part of it. He says, as you can see, I'm pretty smart.
That's what I just said.
No. I'm also 100% sane, 0% crazy.
Do you know who says that?
Crazy
Not sane
people.
Crazy
Yeah.
people. Well,
is
he
amazing.
knows what he's about to say is fucking crazy. So
Yeah.
he's like,
Listen, take it from someone who knows. I'm not crazy.
he's like, I know crazy people. I'm fine.
I'm not one of them.
He really genuinely believes this.
What
you
if
know?
we're the crazy ones and he's the sane one?
Well,
Doesn't
maybe
really work
he
like that,
knows.
does
Well,
it?
maybe he's onto
Well,
something that we don't know
yeah,
about.
we don't know. We can't see it because we're not smart enough.
We haven't figured out like
Maybe
the,
Scientology's real. You don't know.
Yeah.
This is about lizard people.
Yeah.
So maybe
I
he
love
knows.
the idea of lizard people.
I know. I love it so much.
Wasn't the show V about lizard people?
I've never seen it.
I don't know.
There's two versions of it. New one was pretty decent. Old one was.
Let's watch it.
Okay.
Let's learn about
Watch
lizard
the old
people.
one first.
Okay. I got the rest of this from an article from the Washington Post where they like summarize his manifesto using like quotes from it, but they sum it up pretty well because it's
How many pages is it?
I think it's like 21, 22 pages.
Oh, okay.
It's pretty long. So this is nice.
How long are manifestos supposed to be, though?
Is there like a required
Maybe,
length?
like-
No, I think it'd be longer than 20 pages.
I would like 100-page manifesto.
This is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
21
serious
pages sounds
shit.
weak for a manifesto.
Yeah, maybe
But
he
he's
just
pretty
didn't
young,
have
you
enough
know?
time to work on
Yeah,
it.
but
Yeah.
as you just read, he's a super genius. As you just read,
He's 0% crazy. Maybe that's
0%
what it is.
crazy. 0%
It's the 0% crazy.
I want that on a I want that on a t-shirt. I'm gonna
0% crazy. That's all right.
If I make us t-shirts that
We're gonna
say
have to start
100% sane, 0% crazy, would you wear it?
Of course. I'll wear it with my
know what we should
tracksuit.
do?
On the back, it'll say, as you can see, I'm pretty smart.
So here's what we need to do. We need to make these shirts.
Yeah.
Right? And then when we do the send in your story shows, we can pick one at random.
Oh.
If you send us a story, maybe
we like
once
it?
a month,
Send you a shirt.
we can send them a shirt.
Ooh, hey.
We've got some great shirt ideas.
We have a lot of shirt ideas.
I saved plenty of stuff for shirts. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
We'll make ourselves shirts.
We'll get people to send in
yeah,
their
send us your
stories.
stories.
And you could get a shirt.
What stories?
Ghost stories, haunted house stories,
Bigfoot sightings,
cult
alien
stories,
stuff.
anything weird that's happened to you or someone you
Anything
know.
that you personally witnessed.
Or someone told you.
If you have like a hometown murder,
Yeah,
But
anything.
don't actually murder people just for the shirt.
don't do it.
The shirts won't be that good.
No.
Maybe you should see them
They're
first.
not murder worthy.
What if
Maybe
they're really
they
bad?
will be.
They might be kick you in the shin worthy, but I doubt they'll be murder
Stab
worthy.
you worthy.
Maybe they'll
Attempted murder worthy.
they'll hate the shirt so much they come stab us.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a plan.
What? That's not my plan.
Oh, well,
Trying to get us murdered.
maybe.
That's how this podcast ends, huh?
Oh, probably.
And
It'd be a
murder.
fitting end.
That idea,
It
though,
would be.
that
And then
idea,
that's a book?
That idea is 100% sane.
0% crazy.
All right, let's get back to Kyle. Odom.
Okay. So I'm going to start summarizing the manifesto. And a lot of these quotes are in his own words, so I will tell you when it's him. So he says, everything started while I was at the University of Idaho, which is in Moscow. It's where Anthony lives. So I'm like familiar with the town and that college and everything.
I've been there once when I was like 10.
I mean, it's in Idaho. It's in the middle of nowhere, but
Yeah.
it's like a college town.
Like if you like go to Pullman or you're going to see someone in Pullman, you stay in Moscow.
Yeah.
It's like the closest.
Yeah, it's cheaper. Okay, so spring 2014 was my final semester, and I was taking a heavy course load. I was very stressed. So he starts meditating daily, and he begins to achieve what he calls extreme states of consciousness. Yeah. So he's getting really into meditation, getting kind of weird. One night, February 2014, he is meditating, and then he has an out-of-body experience. Yes, this is the
That's
event
amazing.
that triggers everything, really. He says, I entered a space that was completely dark and had no awareness of my physical boundaries. I felt very peaceful there until a blue light began to approach me. As the blue light got closer, I realized it was another being. First contact.
Yes.
Hey, you know what else they have in Moscow, Idaho? A lot of
What?
shrooms.
Oh, yeah.
Just saying.
No.
You know what?
It's cow country.
It is. Yeah,
That
there's
is
a lot
true.
of drug use out there.
Because there's nothing but cows and like wheat fields.
Llamas.
Well,
a
shrooms
lot of
grow on
llamas.
cow poop.
Oh, shit.
So you get out to Pullman and there's nothing but cows.
We should go, like, mushroom hunting in cow poop.
No, I think one of my cousins has a degree in cows, but no
I'm sorry.
thanks.
Back the fuck up.
Well, you can't just. You have to stop right there. Has a degree in cows.
That's not what it is. It's
Her
like
degree, I don't know what it is. She just graduated, but it has something to do with like cattle management, animal sciences, and she works mainly with cows.
some kind of
okay?
like agriculture.
Oh man,
So
that
I-
sounds
farming
so much
degree.
worse than I have a degree in cows.
I got
She
a
has
fucking degree in cows.
Her boyfriend, I think, is in like tractor maintenance. I don't know.
They are the perfect, like, redneck couple.
I know.
Does she listen to this?
No.
Okay, good. Tell her to never listen to it.
Just skip this episode. Skip episode 10 or whatever it is.
Oh God. Okay.
Degree
So,
in cows.
I kind of am skipping over a little bit, but to sum it up, like, he has this weird experience with this creature when he's like meditating, like deep in meditation.
Yeah.
It goes inside himself and meets another being. And then he says, the rest of the semester became exceedingly easy for me. It felt like I had tapped into some kind of power. I was exerting no mental effort, even though the classes had been extremely difficult before. So suddenly
Exerting
he's
no
like
mental
hyper
effort.
intelligent. They've like unlocked something in him. But then like he gets accepted to Baylor College of Medicine in Houston to work on a PhD in human genetics. So smart guy.
Yeah.
But he quickly dropped out because the work was too easy, thanks to his alien awakening.
What?
Yeah. He drops out of Baylor, right? This is where it starts getting... It goes, like, downhill. Mm-hmm. I mean, he says his life has been, like, ruined by them. So basically...
By the aliens or by the college?
By the aliens.
Okay.
Because he's just too smart for this world.
Got it.
Well, they start almost, like, punishing him, which I don't get, like, what they make him smart and they want him to, like, go to college, but then he drops out, so they're, like, punishing him. That's kind of what this
sounds
is.
like a parent thing.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
So a few days after I decided to leave, my life became a living hell, he writes. He couldn't sleep after a few days. He thinks the aliens are posing as classmates. What? Like, people in his classes are, like, actually aliens, and they're, like, trying to provoke him to become the next school shooter. He keeps, like, hearing the voices say, like be the next school shooter.
You know what that sounds like?
What?
Paranoid schizophrenia, because I know someone who has it.
That's what he is.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
If you didn't guess, he's crazy.
Yeah.
He gets real paranoid in this, so it'll become very obvious. Yeah. So he thinks they're, like, telling him all these horrible things. So he leaves Texas and goes back to Coeur d'Alene, and he says, "This is where my story gets weird." Like, it wasn't
weird.
This is where it gets weird.
This has all been normal.
This is where it gets weird. That was all fine.
Yeah,
it happens to everyone.
Everything so far, run of the mill.
Yeah.
On a flight home after a job interview, he begins to suspect that strangers are sending him secret messages through newspaper headlines. So, like, the people reading newspapers on the plane, he thinks the headlines are, like, messages directed at him.
He has a brilliant mind.
That is so
Paranoid.
extra.
See what I did there?
No, I didn't.
No, the movie
Beautiful Mind?
I've never seen it.
Beautiful Mind.
It's
yeah.
Beautiful
Never
Mind.
seen it.
I
I've
screwed
seen
it up. I screwed it up.
You seen it?
I've seen
But
it.
at one point, he goes through magazines and finds codes. And
The guy's a math teacher, and he's schizophrenic.
Yeah.
That's kind of what this is. Like, this guy's so intelligent that he, like, notices things, like, more than other people do.
Yeah.
But then because he's, like, paranoid, then he's reading too much into it. Way too much.
A little too paranoid.
Oh, he's like he's freaked out on this flight because he thinks, like, all these people are aliens. He says, "It was blatantly obvious they were doing something to me, but I didn't know what. I had applied to several government agencies before this happened, so I thought this might be their way of contacting me." Like, they wouldn't just, like, call him.
Send an email.
They have, like, government agents on the plane, like, holding up newspapers, like... I don't fucking know.
I mean, who reads newspapers anymore? So maybe he has a point.
Okay, that's fair.
It's true.
Oh, maybe what if he's right?
I know, we're just not in touch enough with our brains.
If he is right, holy shit, dude. Like, this is some crazy stuff. This is also this is a real conspiracy that exists. And there are many people who believe this, but I'll talk about them later. Why?
That was from Anthony.
Did he tell you to do that?
Yep.
What a dickhole. Love you. Okay. Why does he hate me? Where am I at? So he thinks they're, like, spying on him or whatever. Once he gets back to Coeur d'Alene, he receives a text message from John Padula. It's the altar church in Coeur d'Alene. He's their outreach pastor, inviting him to attend the service. So he goes to the church. When he gets there, he says, "Something felt very wrong. I felt as if my life were in danger, and I became so uncomfortable I had to leave." But basically, like, they're not sure how they got his phone number, really. They've said, like, he had never been there before they texted him. So I think it's a case where, like, they just get, like, everyone in town's phone numbers and just, like, mass message everybody, like, come to our church, you know? It used to be, like, you would hand out, like, flyers and shit, but now it's like, oh, we'll just spam everybody with text messages. But I think this is a good example of why that's dangerous, to just text, like, complete strangers, you know? Like, then you get people like this who might have never come, and things go horribly wrong. Like, they fucked up, I think. But they said, like, they got his number by accident. That's what they said, to, like, cover their asses.
That's weird.
Yeah.
They probably bought it from a service.
Of course they did. That's absolutely what they did. I think it's shitty.
That's so weird that their town is, like, small enough, though.
Yeah,
that you
they
can
can
do
do
that.
That doesn't happen here.
No, I've never.
It's probably regional. Everyone within the like area code or something.
Maybe, yeah.
It sounds like some small town shit,
Yeah.
honestly. So then he begins receiving text messages from Tim Remington, the pastor, but he saw them as something more menacing. Of course he did. At first, they were innocuous Bible messages. Then he started threatening me. He sent messages talking about their power and other things. He did all of this through Bible verses, so it would not look suspicious. So they're just sending him Bible verses.
Oh my.
But he's like, I know the code.
Do you think they were sending them to everyone and just be like random Bible verses? Here's your daily Bible verse.
That's probably what they were
Do you think he
doing.
subscribed to a service? Like, you can do that to a text message service.
Maybe on accident.
Yeah.
Or they just got his number and we're just doing it.
And he didn't text stop. Because
I wonder if he could have done that. But he's
Probably.
like, he thinks it's from these aliens and he's like afraid of them. So, bye. Bye, Anthony. Okay. So he gets a text from Pastor Tim talking about angels, and then that day he sees like helicopters flying around his house. So he thinks it's like
angels.
Angels is like code for like people in the sky watching him. So he's like ultra paranoid. He doesn't want to leave his house. And then this is where things get sexual.
Oh no.
The Washington Post referred to this manifesto as like sexual alien conspiracy theory. Like it's very like it's erotic. This is secretly like erotic fiction. Like
erotic alien fan fiction.
Yes.
Here we go.
It's not a fun time though. Okay. He begins to experience strange sexual feelings. He says, "It felt like someone was manually pumping blood into my penis." What? There's more of this.
Oh my gosh.
He heard suggestive songs inside his head. I don't know what that means.
You mean just songs?
Maybe what's
radio?
What's a sexual song? Like, I'm in love with a stripper. That's a great song.
Just T-Pain in his head always.
Oh my god, that would make me insane too.
Oh my gosh.
I would probably kill someone.
Was The Weeknd around then? Was it just like The Weeknd in his head
Oh,
constantly?
very sexual, yeah.
Yeah.
But that's like successfully sexual, where it's like, okay, I could like get down to this, like,
Yeah.
not T-Pain.
No, not Neo.
Neo.
Or R. Kelly. Do you think it was R. Kelly?
Oh,
R. Kelly's trapped in his head
stop
now.
it. That's his defense, is like, R. Kelly made me do it.
It was R. Kelly. He was trapped in my head for 87 chapters.
He might get off. That might save him.
I would be like, yeah, I get it.
Like, oh, yeah.
Ugh.
Who could survive that? Okay. Soon the songs like turn into a voice telling him that he's going to be sacrificed like Jesus and get beheaded. That's all quotes.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
They're telling him that. And then after he hears this, a man knocks on his door with a religious pamphlet.
No.
Yeah, this is clearly like
Guys.
small town. Like, I know. It's, yeah.
Do you wanna-
They mean well, but it's like, this is how it can go wrong.
Do you want to know something kind of bad?
What?
Whenever anyone comes to my door that like I don't know or like I'm not expecting, I never answer. Even if it's like the UPS guy.
Yeah.
And like they can clearly see that I'm home because they can see the TV
I'll
on.
look at them and then I'll just
I
go.
never answer the door.
Or I'll just be like,
Nope. You just shake your head. Nope.
it works, because then they're like, they look at you weird, but they're like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just leave it and then leave.
You're
leave
like,
the box.
go away.
And then leave. I look like I'm homeless. Leave.
You're like, I am still in my pajamas.
Don't make me put on pants to answer the door.
I hate when I open it and they're like, hello, ma'am.
I hate being called ma'am.
And they're like, so we're trying to sell you this product. You're the head of the house, right? And I'm like, you know I'm not.
Do I look like
Don't
it?
even front. Get out. Oh, get off my porch. I'll get my shotgun. I don't have a shotgun.
It's just a water gun.
I'm like, I have a weapon. Please leave.
And then you pull out your cat.
Like, throw it at them.
Yeah. Just leave.
That would work.
Oh, yeah.
That's our new plan.
Just throw cats at people.
Oh,
I would just say, point down, like, just put it there and then wave. And
Yeah, and
then,
there's just...
And then turn around and walk away.
Yeah.
I'll get it after your creepy ass.
We'll start doing like sign language through the
Yeah,
window.
just be like,
bye. Like,
Yeah.
wave.
just later days.
I'll get it when I get it.
Later
Yeah.
days, their
See ya.
asses.
Yeah. It's cold outside.
Okay, so at this point, when like the religious pamphlet gets given to him, he thinks that he is for sure going to die. He's like completely delirious at this point. He's like
Because
really.
of religious boners, or
There's a lot of religion and a lot of sex in this.
Those are. Ugh.
So he buys a one-way ticket to see his family in Albuquerque. I think he's like freaked out, just wants his family. And then the man on the flight next to him, he thinks is reading his mind.
Oh no.
Yeah. And then at the baggage claim, he believes he's surrounded by aliens because he can detect their constant sniffing, which he thinks is something that they do, like
Like a dog does?
but it's a way of like asserting their dominance and like letting you know that they are aliens without like saying it. But they're
That
like,
just sounds like they have allergies. Like, get a tissue.
I think
Right.
it, and I think
he
it
must
also
be
is a.
super paranoid during allergy season.
Oh my god. So,
Yeah.
The other day I was like sniffing a whole bunch and I was like, I wonder if he would think that I was an alien.
Yeah, it's like, no, I just have a cold. Don't worry, I'm not an alien.
I know.
I just have a cold.
That's what an alien would say.
Oh, that is true.
Haley.
Oh.
David, we got to get rid of her.
Oh yeah, she's obviously a lizard person, but that doesn't make her a bad person.
Does it?
Does it? I don't know.
She's reading our. Stop it! I'm gonna become paranoid now.
You're gonna throw stuff on the White House lawn?
Maybe. There's some like mixtapes.
Yeah, I made you something.
It's all meatloaf. Greatest hits.
I think that would be fucking
That's like 2
hilarious.
songs, right?
Wouldn't that be funny if like somebody, you know, who had a huge following put that out there, be like, hey, you know what everyone should do? Just throw like fucking Meatloaf greatest hits on the lawn, and over the course of a year, like 300,000 copies get thrown on the White House lawn.
What if
Can't
it
arrest you
became
all.
like
Blessed.
the best-selling album of the year?
You
It
know
would,
that
it would.
Do you?
So amazing.
Anthony just told me, "Bad Out of Hell" by Meatloaf is like, I think it's one of the top 100 best-selling albums of all time. Look up what number it is. It's up there.
Okay.
It's so
Really?
popular.
I've never
Yeah,
heard it.
It's good. And that
Does
was
Meatloaf
like,
still have a show in Vegas?
I don't think he does.
Oh.
We were gonna go, and I think he's gone now. His residency's over. We're really bummed.
That is sad.
his son-in-law is Ian Scott from Anthrax. Just
Oh
tossing that
shit,
out there.
dude!
Yep. Married his daughter.
Musical as fuck. He says the sniff is something to do with dominance. Like,
Be like, can you shut up and stop sniffing?
I'd be like, stop that.
Stop it.
Knock that
Take
shit off.
some non-drowsy Benadryl, take some Claritin, and stop it.
So basically, he's seeing aliens like everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He says, as time went on, they started coaxing me to go outside. I was scared to death they would kill me, so I refused. Eventually, they threatened to harm my family, which caused me to give in to them. I told them I would do whatever they want if they left me alone, or my family alone. So they told him to go back to the church, and he knew that they meant the altar church. So he agrees. When he goes there, he says he smelled something like a reptile and vinegar. Yeah.
What does a reptile smell like?
I don't fucking know.
Depends on the reptile, isn't it?
Right, probably. He says, I realized that whoever I was dealing with was extraterrestrial, so I became very scared. I mean, he didn't guess aliens until this point. Like,
Okay. Okay.
I don't know. Okay. At times he admits that he might be delusional. He says, I began to hear voices more often, and I began to hallucinate things that I knew weren't real. But he blames it all on like the telepathic aliens, not on himself. This is kind of sad because he is so smart and he knows he's a smart person. So when he starts kind of going crazy, he like rationalizes it and says like, it's not me, it's someone doing this to me. Which is really sad because like, what if this started happening to you? Would you do the same thing?
I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, because you don't want to. No one wants to like take the blame for being crazy.
And it's hard
It's
to
always, like,
know that
something
you're
else.
crazy, you know?
Yeah.
Because it seems normal to you.
Right.
So I think I thought about it like that, and then I felt bad because I was like, he really is a smart guy. He's just
Yeah,
like,
he is super smart. Just not. Oh, they're mentally.
just a little crazy.
Oh,
Poor
this
guy.
kid used some medication, maybe.
Yeah, and this whole thing like ruined his life, so it's really a
It's
bummer. These always
So
get
young,
sad.
I
Like,
know.
he's like basically my age, and he's going to the school that I know people who go to.
Yeah, he's just like a normal person.
Yeah, this is really close to home. I know everything we do is like in the Northwest, but this one's like
That's the point of this.
this is real close. It's weird.
33rd highest selling record of all time, according to this list. However, the internet is stupid, and different lists have different numbers.
Yeah,
Oh.
of course.
So it's up there.
This
It's on the
high.
list.
It's
So, hey,
real
33rd,
high.
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know, it's pretty decent. It's right behind Garth Brooks
Ugh.
and right ahead of Simon and Garfunkel.
I believe
Oh,
it.
weird.
You know that Steve Miller Band greatest hits that everyone has ever?
Yeah.
It is 2 ahead of that.
What about
Oh wow.
the Eagles' greatest hits that everyone has?
That is way up there.
Oh, okay.
Hold on, let me
Of
go
course.
back to that, but it's high. Hotel California itself was
Oh.
19th.
Oh, wow.
Jesus, Garth Brooks he's got fucking money, doesn't he?
yeah. He's Garth Brooks.
What, is he still a thing?
He's back a thing.
Oh, okay.
He came back.
Why?
I saw it when I was in Vegas. I saw it was like Reba and like some 2 other like,
If you had to guess, were that Eagles album, the greatest hits,
yeah.
all time, if you had to guess, what rank is it?
I would say top 10.
Give me a number.
Like a number,
9.
Okay.
maybe like
What's your guess?
4?
2.
2?
Behind Thriller.
Because yeah,
What
it
song?
sold so
Thriller,
many.
and then Eagles greatest hits.
Didn't it sell like
What
a
the
million
fuck?
albums like a week or something crazy?
That's insane.
There's a really long documentary about the Eagles on Netflix called History of the Eagles. It's like 3.5 hours.
Of course, you
And
fucking
that's
seen
this
that.
particular list. You might find a list that says something else. 'Cause
What's number 1?
Thriller?
Oh,
Thriller. I just said that.
Of course, it's Thriller.
oh, of course.
Of
It's
course.
Thriller.
Okay, we're getting back to the sex.
Okay.
Okay,
Sorry about this meatloaf talk. Back to the sex.
just roll with it.
Back to the aliens.
He says they started playing with me sexually. He thinks that these aliens are like hypersexual. I don't know why. Both the
I feel
males.
like everyone thinks aliens are like hypersexual.
Yeah,
They're
like
always probing
probing.
everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the other hand,
I
they're
don't know why.
lizards, though.
Maybe they're interested in
They're
our
just-
sexuality. They don't like understand it because
Yeah.
they don't.
Because they're lizards.
Yeah, this all makes sense. Okay. Both the males and females would play out their sexual fantasies in my mind. At one point, he goes to a bakery, believes he's surrounded by a bunch of old men who are aliens, and then they start stimulating him and ordering him to perform sexual favors. So it's just constantly like, and
Sounds like he just went to a bathhouse.
he says this happens like in like class too. Like they're like everyone's like trying to like sexually arouse him all the time. He's like getting boners all the time in public. Like
Oh, he's an incel.
what?
What?
Never mind.
Oh,
Okay.
Pass.
Okay.
too much.
Yeah.
So at this point, he says he attempts suicide twice.
Oh.
Yeah, because he's just like really, it's real tough on him.
Yeah.
At one point, he fills a charcoal grill with lit coals, puts it in his car, rolls up the windows, reclines asleep, and then goes to sleep.
No.
But he says the aliens won't allow him to die. So like at that point, he like wakes up in an extreme panic and then gets out of the car, which he says they like made him do.
Right.
So they won't let him die. And he doesn't talk about it the other time, but yeah, so he's like, this is real bad.
Yeah.
At this point. He checks himself into the local Veterans Affairs Hospital,
Oh.
where he stays for a little bit, and then after leaving, he returns to the altar church, where he finally meets Tim Remington like face to face. So they did meet like at least once before he shot him. Well, he sees him. I don't think they like sat down and talked, but he like
Yeah.
goes
They,
to
like-
a service and
They
meets
like,
him.
pass
Yeah.
each other. They see each other.
Yeah. He's aware that he's the pastor. So he's like, okay, this guy is leading this congregation. He's like the main bad guy.
The main lizard.
Yeah.
The head boss.
Head lizard.
Head lizard. Yeah.
He's the boss fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, he really is. Kyle says he sat down with Tim at some point and talked to him. But Tim says he doesn't like remember this. I think because he meets with so many people,
Yeah.
you know,
yeah.
and there wasn't anything like that weird about him.
Right.
but
Because he's not
he-
going to be like, hey, so there are these aliens in my head.
Yeah, but he says that he definitely sat down and met with him, and then like during their conversation, he revealed himself. So like all of a sudden, his human face shifted to his real face, like his alien one.
He meant lizard, not
No,
penis.
I know, that's still...
Okay.
Reveal. Why'd you have to go there?
I didn't go there.
I
Well,
think you
you've
did.
been talking about religious boners this
Oh,
whole
okay.
time.
Have
so.
you
Just to cute
have you
you.
seen the video on the internet where people think Justin Bieber is like revealing his true lizard face?
No, you need to send that to me.
I will send it to you.
We will post this on
yeah,
Facebook.
we gotta post that.
Yeah,
That's
I'll
relevant.
send it to
That's
you.
some good shit.
Yeah.
Maybe there's like a large conspiracy about this.
About celebrities being lizard people?
About a lot of people being
Yeah.
lizards. Like,
Yeah.
what if this is real?
What if we're lizards?
I don't think we are.
Oh, really?
We're safe.
Have you laid any eggs recently?
No.
Okay, well you could.
Is that like how you know?
Do you
I don't know.
Do you sniff to assert dominance?
No.
Well
No.
then, you're all right.
Okay. Okay. I think alligators are cool though, but that could just be me.
Well, they're real cute when they climb fences.
Oh,
so
they're so
I know.
cute. Okay.
Okay. He describes the alien face as huge bulging eyes with like dark eyelids, and the irises are yellow brownish with slit pupils. You know, like kind of
Sounds
like cat
like
ones.
The gator ghoul from Scooby-Doo.
Yeah. We'll post a photo of that
Yeah.
next to his drawings of the aliens because there's fucking drawings in this
Yay!
manifesto,
Of course there is.
and we will be posting those for sure.
Yes.
Oh,
I need to
okay.
learn how to draw for when I do my manifesto.
You're definitely gonna have to
Just
include.
do it in stick figures. It's okay.
It'll be the same.
It doesn't have to be good. He thinks the church is trying to turn him into a sex slave. So he leaves, and then he doesn't return until the shooting on the next Sunday.
Is it the Catholic Church?
I think it's like a normal Christian church, like basic shit. Oh God.
Nothing.
What?
Nothing.
Religion can be a bummer sometimes. Just as someone who grew up non-religious.
Yeah, you're our little, like, what are you, atheist? Agnostic? No?
Agnostic.
Yeah, okay. I grew up in the church, so this all makes perfect sense to me, and like I can see the lizard people theory. I get it. We'll address this later. Okay. He says that he was targeted because of his knowledge of genetics, and because they had a hard time controlling his mind, because he's so smart.
Oh, and he's 0% crazy.
Yeah, so they couldn't
Got it.
control him, so they were like trying to like get rid of him.
Got it.
You know, like, or like, they're trying to control him or some shit. I was too smart for my own good, so they decided to remove me from society. This is what he says.
Oh. Wish someone would, like, remove me from society.
God damn.
I thought about not saying that, and then I just said it anyways.
Come on, aliens, we're ready.
Please abduct us.
Take us right
We're
now.
gonna just go throw rocks in the sky.
Oh my God.
I'm not sure that's the most efficient way to get a hold of aliens. I'm gonna throw rocks up.
Yeah. It was like, abduct us, please.
Have you ever seen that picture where there's a dude standing on like the edge of the ocean? He's like kicking the water like back in, and you're like, good luck with that.
That sounds like something I
Fuck
would
you,
do.
ocean.
Yeah, I know. Like that's the meme. Is like fuck you.
I saw this text post on Tumblr, and it's like, wow, the ocean is sure scary soup.
No. You send me that.
I will.
You send me that, Hayley.
I'll send it to you.
The ocean is scary though, for reals.
Oh, no, the
Oh, I
ocean is
know.
terrifying.
I don't like the
I went to
ocean.
Hawaii and I couldn't get in the water very much.
No.
The
Past
water
my-
is so
past my thigh.
salty in Hawaii.
Is it?
Yeah.
Why? What'd you do to it?
You made it salty.
I made
Did
I
you
made it-
insult
just-
its mother?
I
You
did.
stepped 1 foot in, and
The ocean is so weird though, because like you walk out and then it gets deep, and then you walk out farther, and then like you can stand up again because of like the way that the sand is.
because Hawaii's weird as fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really weird because like you look at someone and they're like way out in the ocean, and they're like, okay, either that guy is really really tall, or he's standing on some type of like weird island thing.
Yeah, like a little hill and
Yeah.
sand.
Yeah.
Or he's super tall.
Or he's very tall, and then you get out there and you're like, no, he's normal sized.
Or he's-
Maybe even short.
Yeah,
You don't know.
you don't know.
Okay, he thinks that they're targeting him because he's so smart that he might like change the way people think and like uncover this like theory and then start a scientific revolution. He thinks he's like hot shit. I know.
Wow.
Yeah. He says, my life was ruined by an intelligent species of amphibian humanoids from Mars.
Mars. Okay.
He's got more specific. Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder why he chose Mars.
I don't know.
Is it because it's a planet that's close to us?
He probably saw Mars attacks.
Oh.
So,
Can I see the photo?
so at this point, in my notes, I said, refer to drawings and descriptions of aliens. So I'm going to show you guys these pics, and then you can describe them and describe your reactions and shit. But we'll post the pics for everyone to see. So
That looks like the Grinch
You're a
baby.
mean one,
Yeah.
Mr. Grinch. But like
Like a frog.
it's like the Grinch had sex with Jabba the Hutt.
oh god.
Yeah, and a traffic cone because the head is like a weird.
That's kind of Grinchy.
He says it's
It
like a
looks like-
pointy proboscis thing.
Yeah. The eyes.
Large bulging eyes.
You're a mean one.
He said they have like a
Mr.
snout,
Hutt.
which is what he drew. Like he drew a snout, and
Yeah.
he also drew a picture of their teeth. That's what their teeth look like. They're creepy,
Ugh.
creepy ass little teeth.
See, that just looks like a chimpanzee
It
cartoon.
does.
It's very chimp-like.
But like this,
The
if
lizard and a
cartoon.
chimp like fucked.
I, if I was like nighttime, I look out my window and I see this.
Fuck
Forget
no.
Forget it.
This is what he was like seeing on the daily. Like
Oh, yeah, I would have gone crazy too.
yeah. He includes a description of them. Huge eyes that stick out of their sockets, yellow-brown iris, projecting muzzle with 45-degree angled nostrils, huge mouth, dark green skin. But he says the only part he really saw that well was the eyes.
If we gave someone a shirt with this on it, they would definitely come stab us.
Let's do it.
We can like embroider it on there.
Oh shit, it does look like Jabba the Hutt.
It does!
Fuck
Oh my
me.
gosh!
We'll post that too.
It looks like the Grinch.
Let's post everything that this looks like.
It's Yabba.
It looks like the Grinch had a religious boner for Jabba the Hutt.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a
Oh
great
my
line.
gosh.
That summed up a lot of things.
But those eyes
Okay,
are definitely.
I can't look at this
The
anymore.
eyes and nostrils are definitely Hutt.
Yeah. 100%.
Yabba.
I wonder what the rest of the body looks like.
He says that he saw their teeth, which are creepy, and I'll post that pic too. They're creepy ass little teeth. He says he saw them like in stores when people would like smile at him and
Oh.
he would see their teeth. And I'm like, oh, that's so fucked. Like one of those is looking at you and then it's just like smiles.
No, that's even worse. That's even worse. That's even worse.
I know. This is a bad time for him. He's not
Bad
having-
time for me right now.
I'm happy you guys saw these because I've been living with this for like a month.
In your purse.
These, yeah. Just been carrying around these drawings with me like in public.
Oh, you should have shown them to people at the parade yesterday.
How do you feel about this?
Move.
They would have moved.
Yeah.
They'd be like, she's fucking crazy. Okay. Oh, God. Oh, it does
Yeah,
look like the Grinch.
It does.
It's unfortunate.
Jabba the Grinch.
Okay, so basically, he goes and he shoots the pastor at this point. And then the police chief in Coeur d'Alene, he says that Odom drove from his hometown to Boise, Idaho, where he boarded a flight to the nation's capital. At first, they were confused as to like where he went. He just like kind of disappeared because they didn't know it was him like immediately, like soon enough to put out like an APB on him.
Yeah.
And if they had done that, he wouldn't have been able to get on a flight.
Right.
Yeah, they would have caught him at the airport for sure.
But he was so quick that he was able to get on a flight and leave. So then, even when they know it's him, they're like, where the fuck did he go?
Yeah.
You know? So he gets to Washington, D.C. And then, oh, God. He goes to the White House to, like, deliver his shit, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But basically, his manifesto tells you that he went to DC to talk to Obama specifically, who he thinks is like a puppet of the aliens. Like, he's not a reptile, but they're like using him as their puppet.
Right.
So he wanted to like give all his shit to Obama. And in his manifesto, he has a letter that is addressed specifically to Obama, which I will now read.
Oh, boy.
Yay.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
Dear Mr. President Man.
No, it says
I know
Mr.
that you are not an alien. We are on the same team.
It's all bullet point, which is real clear. I like that.
Yeah, I like that.
It's
Yeah.
concise. Like look at how clean and short that is.
Oh, that's so nice to read. Okay.
He's not wasting his time.
No.
He's like, I'll just tell
Straight
it like it
to
is.
the point. Let's get it done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. President. Oh, he says, this will not make sense to you unless you are the president or one of his close friends. If this doesn't pertain to you, please ignore. He's like, ignore this page.
Okay.
Mr. President, I want to thank you for your sacrifice to this country. It's very upsetting to hear you talk about the things they do to you. Why do you let them? I suppose you have no other choice. I've been struggling with them myself for over a year now. I had nothing to lose, so I chose this instead. I could never tolerate that much abuse. I hope you don't take any of their threats too seriously. Everything is a game to them. Realize they consider the entire human race a plaything, including you. They brag to me about what they do to you. ... There's like 40 dots.
Oh my gosh.
I'm sure you already know, but he doesn't love you.
Who?
Hayley.
Joe Biden?
Oh, Hayley.
I don't know.
He's probably an alien.
Is Joe Biden a reptile from Mars?
We don't know.
Oh, this is going places.
Oh,
Okay.
man.
There's plot
Joe
twists
Biden.
all over.
Reptile dysfunction.
Stop it right now. Damn it. Okay. Their brains don't even work that way, so they can't love. Yeah.
That's the saddest thing I've heard in
I
this
know.
whole story.
Oh,
right
God, I
now.
know.
That really bothers me.
Their brains don't work that
Just
way.
because they're an
Poor
alien,
Obama.
they can't love.
They don't have love on Mars.
Haven't you seen Mars Needs Moms?
No.
I know what it is, but I haven't seen it. Should we
Poor
watch it?
aliens.
No.
We should watch it.
You really should, though.
No.
You really
Okay.
should. It's a goofy cartoon movie.
Oh,
It's fun.
jeez.
It's fun.
Okay.
Well, maybe.
Mars Needs
Now
Moms.
that we've seen this.
Solid.
We've
baby.
read this. Okay, he says, I don't know you personally, but they've shown me a lot about you. You're an amazing person. I hope you stop letting them humiliate you. Why be afraid to retaliate? Kennedy wasn't.
Oh my
Whoa.
gosh.
Whoa.
That came out of nowhere.
Plot
Whoa.
twist.
Too soon, bro. Kyle Odom, too soon.
He is just throwing shit out there,
Oh
man.
my gosh.
So he's saying that they killed Kennedy.
Kennedy.
That's as possible as anything else they put out there.
Honestly. Not the craziest thing I've heard.
I mean,
Yes. It's not the weakest conspiracy I've ever heard about Kennedy.
Not true.
yeah.
Okay. He says, it's time someone took a stand to end this nonsense. Can you think of a better legacy than that? What's worse, having everyone know the reality of the situation, or watching some of our best and brightest become slaves? I wish you the very best with the remainder of your presidency. If you're still in there, stay strong. And then he puts like a link to a YouTube video, which I never clicked on for some reason, but we should maybe look it up
I don't know
later.
about that, dude.
If it's relevant, we'll post it.
Okay.
If it's just the
What if it
Kennedy-
turns you into an alien?
If it's the Zapruder films, I'm going to be upset. Just watch JFK get exploded.
Oh.
I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
But it's at the end of that letter. So I assume it
Was
relates.
Obama was supposed to like type the
I think
URL?
I think he was supposed to go to it.
I think you transcribed that last line wrong. I think it said "stay spooky."
Yeah, I think it did. We're gonna put that in there.
Do it.
I'll write it.
Okay.
Okay, so that's a letter to the president, which I assume Obama never fucking read.
No.
Oh God.
I don't know though. Maybe.
Maybe he did after the fact.
Yeah, 'cause since everything else went down, he probably went back and read it and be like, "All right,"
Let's see what he has
Maybe.
to say.
or somebody read it
Yeah.
at least. But I mean, like, he might have. It took him 12 seconds to read the whole thing.
I wonder if Trump was president at that time, if he would have also thought Trump was an alien.
Isn't he?
Well, Ted Cruz is.
Do you know a single other person that color?
He's toned it down a little bit lately. I think his people
Ted
were
Cruz
like,
is such a creep. Let's not talk about any of
Ted
this.
Cruz is a
Let's-
lizard.
No, well, you know what?
Zodiac.
Maybe
Yeah.
we'll do a Zodiac Killer episode sometime and bring up Ted.
Oh,
but
we should.
until then,
I have so
Until
many
then.
memes about him being the Zodiac killer.
Yeah, send them to me. We'll post
I
them
will.
on social
you
media.
should do more memes about him being on The Office.
He was on The Office?
Oh, because the guy in the office looks like him.
Which one?
The bald guy.
Is it Kevin? Is that
I
his
think
name?
I want to say.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, doesn't he?
Yes.
There is a video out there where someone holds up a picture of that guy from The Office and it says Ted Cruz, same person, question mark, and they went to a rally. And Ted Cruz is talking, and they hold it up, and he pans over, and he sees it. And you could just see Ted Cruz die inside. He's
amazing.
talking, he's like, sad face.
That's amazing.
I want to do that at political rallies.
Yeah.
It's like destroy someone with
Just
a meme.
bring that photo of the alien and just, yeah, go to a concert, just hold it up.
How it will say like, he doesn't love you.
You can't feel love.
Oh god. Okay. We'll put that on a t-shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go to Anthony's house and stand outside of his window with the
Oh, in the middle of the
They
night.
can't feel love.
yeah. Can't
my-
feel love and neither can I.
Is my boyfriend a reptile?
Well, now that he's started listening to the episodes, though, like, he'll see it coming.
Okay.
Yeah, he'll know.
We spoiled it.
Unless you go right after this and do it.
Tonight.
Yeah,
Tonight. Let's do it.
Do it. I'll film it.
That's teamwork.
Yeah.
That's friendship.
That's what friendship is for.
Yeah. That's beautiful.
That and tracksuits.
That's beautiful. If I could love you, I would.
Because you can't feel love.
I can't feel love.
Just dead inside.
Yeah. I mean, really.
Hold up a sign outside his door that says religious boners.
I'm putting that on a t-shirt too.
Okay.
But there's gonna be a lot of t-shirts from this episode. I told you this manifesto had some good shit in it.
This is, yeah.
I'm about to get into more of it. There was also
There's more.
He also, part of his trip to DC was he planned to kill several members of Congress. He has a list of noteworthy aliens. In it are many members of Congress, as well as lots of leaders of the Israeli leadership. So he's got some against the Jews.
Ugh.
There's a lot of Jews on the list.
Oh no.
And every single prime minister since 1948. So he's really like,
They're probably already dead.
I know.
And he's like, nope, gonna go murder them more.
Yeah, he's like, they're all.
Not
So
dead enough, sorry.
this is the list of all of the people.
Oh my. That's a lot of Israeli leadership.
He also says there's like many more Jews and lots of other people.
Too many to list.
These are just major people that are
That
like
are all
alive
lizards.
now. Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
that's his list. It's huge.
Lizard people.
Martha McSally, what kind of a name?
I didn't recognize any of the
Wait.
names.
Your mom's name's Martha?
Haley's on there, like Hayley Chapman. He's like, this hoe's a reptile.
I probably am.
Look out for this hoe.
I don't, what would you do if you saw your name on a list of people that could be aliens?
I would
Fucking-
question whether I can feel love first.
Did I come from Mars? What did I miss?
You're like,
Did
why
I
do you
kill
sniff? I
JFK?
sniff a lot.
Is that why I can't remember my childhood? Because I came
shit.
from Mars?
He like breaks the list into U.S. senators, U.S. House of Representatives, and Israeli leadership. So maybe a little bit anti-Semitic here. Like,
It's a lot of Israeli leadership.
oh, it's long.
It's too many.
It's like to be continued. Like basically at the bottom. But part of his plan was you want the list? Part of his plan was he wanted to hopefully kill some of the members of Congress who were on the list, but he never got that far because they arrested him after he threw shit on the White House lawn. Because that's how you get arrested.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless it's Meatloaf CDs. They can't arrest all of us.
Yes. Oh, I love you, Haley.
Oh, thanks. I thought you couldn't feel love, but
If I could.
okay.
Okay. He says, this is by no means an all-inclusive list. Martians are ubiquitous. They exist at every level of society in every nation. Some have blue-collar jobs, while others occupy positions of power. They control our government, our military, and corporate America as well. They keep track of every wild human on the planet and manage us like animals in a zoo. Our freedom is a carefully crafted illusion.
Wow.
Wow.
I mean,
What is there
he
to
has a
say?
good point, I guess, but like,
I mean,
it's a little much.
it's true, but not because of aliens.
No.
We did it to ourselves. That's the worst part. That's real sad. Yeah, it's Odom. That's how you spell his last name. If you want to look us up, Kyle Odom. Yeah. So, he thinks they're running society.
you doing?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure out like what parts to skip over because there's so much here. He says, things are not what they appear to be. The world is ruled by an ancient civilization from Mars. Pastor Tim was one of them, and he was the reason my life was ruined. He really blamed him for all of it.
Scapegoat.
Yeah, so that's why he like went after him specifically. Also, after he left, like he kind of like snuck out of Idaho and went to DC. At some point when he was like on the run, he posted this on Facebook. He posted that post to his Facebook page because by this point he was like wanted.
Yeah.
You know. He said, I will be sharing my story with as many people as possible. I don't have time right now. They are chasing me. Because he's like wanted for attempted murder.
Oh my goodness.
He says, I shot Pastor Tim 12 times. But to be fair, it only like 6 hit him. But he says, I shot him.
He
That's
still
half.
got shot 6 times.
He says, I shot him 12 times. There's no way any human could have survived that event.
Hold up. He shot dude in the head. Dude's fine now. He's got a point.
Yeah, the fact that Tim lived only like
Made it
increased
worse.
it confirmed for him. He's like, no human could have survived, so he's not human.
Oh boy.
Yeah, because lizards sometimes
like-
keep their brains in their tails.
I
Oh
feel
my
like
God.
Tim would disagree with that, but
Tim's been very forgiving.
I know.
Now it's like
And
even
it's like,
more.
you still think I'm a lizard?
He said like, I just want to help this young man, and
Bitch.
Oh, you can't. Unless you're going to force medication down his throat
Yeah.
every day.
well, they are now because this happened. He says, anyway, I sent my story to all major news organizations. Anyway, he was arrested a few hours after he posted that. 'Cause
Oh, really?
He did all the shit. So after he was arrested, it's really hard to find info on what happened to him, and it's all still happening. It's like very recent.
Yeah, because that was like 2 years ago.
Yeah. On all the court stuff went down like 2017.
Mm-hmm.
I think he just got transferred like recently. It's hard to find info, so this is basically what I think from what I've read. But I believe after he was arrested, he was taken straight to like a mental facility in Idaho. Might be the same one that
Yeah, for sure. Way back to
I
Idaho.
think
though.
Anthony wants to one. Yeah.
Should you say that?
There's like one facility in the area
Okay.
that everyone goes to, so I think I know which one it is.
Yeah.
But they took him there to be evaluated to see like how crazy, how dangerous
Yeah.
he was.
I think someone who's never had training a day in their life knows that evaluation. He crazy.
Well, and he's got like a military background. He's like kind of dangerous.
Well, I mean, I think it's pretty important to note that most schizophrenia is one of the least violent mental illnesses there are. However, when they do get violent, they get weird.
He's paranoid schizophrenic. He's got a military background. He's like hyper intelligent, you know.
So he says.
I
don't
think,
know.
and I think they wanted to see if he could get off on the insanity plea or not. Like if he was aware of what he was doing. But this manifesto really like
Definitely not.
he's like aware of exactly what he's doing. So there's
Yeah.
no chance of,
Is he though?
Or he's just like so
'Cause-
far into it that he can't get out.
even if you have to do it because you're crazy. If you're like aware of what you're doing, you
But is he-
can't get off on
But is he
insanity.
aware though?
It's really
He's aware that he's killing aliens.
He says in this that he planned to kill Tim.
Aliens,
Eh?
right?
He's convinced that he's an alien. Yes, that's crazy.
Okay, so
but he still
he
was aware he
is
was going
very
to kill him.
convinced that
Yeah.
he's killing aliens for the right that are religion bonering him constantly.
It's so hard to get off on an insanity defense.
I'm not saying that he needs to get off. I'm saying he needs to be locked up forever, but also medicated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they took him to be evaluated, which is a good call.
Mm-hmm.
They wanted to see if he was even like fit to stand trial or make decisions.
Right. Yeah.
Because if you get off on an insanity plea, it doesn't mean you're free to go. It means you're in a different kind of lockup. You're still you're still in a place,
Yeah.
probably a more escapable place.
Well, and usually they get out sooner
Yeah.
from those
they're
kind
up
of
for,
places
like,
after
probation.
they
Didn't they
treat
let
them.
out Hinckley
Yeah.
recently?
Oh shit, we're gonna look that up.
Yeah, I think they let him out to like house arrest, but he's like 80 or something,
Oh, he's harmless now.
right?
Maybe.
Well, maybe.
Yeah, I think that happened a couple years ago. But same thing, he went in with the insanity plea because obviously, and what's
Once the hospital determines they're like better, You know, they let
Yeah.
him go. It's different than
But I
so,
feel-
though.
I
I
feel
don't think
like-
so.
it's different than prison.
Well,
Yeah.
yes, it's definitely different from prison, but I think there's still a mandatory observation for, even if they're better, quote unquote, they still don't get to go free.
If they determine that they're
They're fit to live
mentally
on their
sound
own.
and that they've like done their time and they're not a
I
danger.
think that no one in this room knows what the fuck they're talking about.
I agree with
we're
that.
speculating.
Right?
Yeah, just going off of like movies.
Well, it's stuff we've heard on other murder
we
podcasts.
should look that up though, because
It's-
it's
yeah.
going to come up in this podcast for sure. We should understand the rules of pleading insanity, because
It's
this dude is
complicated.
obviously
Yeah.
insane.
Well, let me explain what they determined.
Go for it.
They determined that he was fully aware of what he was doing during the attack, but they also decided, because of his current mental state, that he wasn't fit to make decisions for himself during the trial. So they had to
Right, yeah.
appoint like a guardian or whatever to like make decisions for him, like
Totally agree.
because he wasn't medicated yet.
Yeah.
So he wasn't like sane at the time. It's confusing, like not sane enough to defend himself, but sane enough to
stand trial.
have killed a person, and they said, you know,
Right.
you were saying when you did that.
I think when
complicated.
they say
Yeah.
he's
It's how
sane
they
enough,
it's how they define it. It's really
when
weird.
they say he's sane enough that he knew what he was doing when he was killing someone, is he actually knew he was pulling a trigger. However, there are
Yeah.
people who don't know they're pulling a trigger.
Yeah.
I think that's the difference.
Yeah, that's totally the
He's
difference.
still insane, but it's a different kind of.
They can't. He's crazy, but they can't say that he wasn't aware of what he was doing.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. He could have chosen not to do it, you know. So
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't have to kill the aliens.
That's sad.
Didn't have to shoot so many times.
Oh god, didn't have to try to kill Congress.
Yeah. Didn't have to make that list.
Oh god, he made lists. He did a
Yeah,
he
and
did a
like by
fucking
all those
Q&A.
names, you know he did research.
Oh, he did a shit ton of research.
Ugh.
Googled. I bet he just Googled like Jewish leadership,
Oh,
Israeli.
probably Israeli leadership.
Oh, okay. So what he ends up getting, and Tim, I think, testified at the trial and said like, "It's a sad situation. I forgive him. Please be lenient." Like he went and like fought for him,
What
which
a
is
good man.
what a guy.
I would have been there and like, okay, look.
He had so many surgeries. He's in like constant pain.
Ugh.
Yeah,
I'd been like, no, just lock him up.
I know.
Lock him up.
Oh, so it's like a very like kind of forgiving trial. It's like really sad,
That
really
is
beautiful.
sad.
But the judge,
That has to be so tough for his family too.
oh, it's really hard on his family. Yeah.
It's a bummer.
I'm sure he was like the golden child, like
Because he's so smart.
gonna go to fucking Baylor.
Yeah, they were like, yeah, you are 100% smart and 0% crazy.
They believed it.
They were like, yes.
Oh, it's real sad.
Sad.
I think I did read stuff where his family was like, yeah, it's really tragic. We're
And he's so
shocked.
young.
Yeah, I think he was like 24, 25 at the time. It's been a couple of years now, so he's like older.
Yeah,
But
just a couple years.
it's
still
been two. So they sentenced him. Oh, maybe he wasn't that young of time. He's 31 now. So
Oh.
he was 29 at the time. He was going for a PhD. He's been in school a while.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever. They sentenced him to 10 years in prison, and another 15 to be determined. So he'll serve 10 for sure, but then at that point, they'll probably let him out, you know? So it's like 25, but it's like a loose 25.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that'll be determined by the prison officials. So at 10, basically, they can let him out. He pled guilty to aggravated battery with a firearm. It's not murder, it's just attempted murder.
Right.
That's
right.
why it's like a lower sentence.
That's stupid, by the way.
And I know they were keeping him at the mental hospital, and I think when he was there, they were put him on medication for paranoid schizophrenia.
Mm-hmm.
And so by the time the trial happens, he was more sane, and they said that he was like really like repenting. He was like
Bothered by himself.
He realized that what he had done was wrong by that point, and he
Right.
felt really bad. He apologized. He said, "Words cannot reverse what happened, but I'm truly sorry."
Is it stupid that, let's say, in this specific instance, he shot a dude 6 times, 7 times, and he gets attempted murder, but like the intent was the same, right? You try to kill a dude. Should it be different from murder? We don't have to get into it right now, but like
I
it
don't
seems like
understand
since
sentencing
I think
well
you're
enough.
equally dangerous. You know,
you tried to kill a guy. Now, if
just
they
because you were
did
unsuccessful.
if they did some
Shot him
bullshit
6
where
times.
you get in a fist fight with the dude and he hits his head, but he doesn't die, and they say that's attempted murder, it's not. That's also
That's
stupid,
absolutely not.
right?
No.
But you shot a dude in the head. You should get the same sentence
Yeah.
as if he had died.
Yeah.
Just my 2 cents.
I agree. This is my last thing. The defense attorney, Chris Schwartz, said that the Idaho criminal justice system is antiquated and draconian, which is true.
Most justice systems are.
But it's Idaho. It's like rural.
No one
it's
lives there.
super, like Republican, conservative. It's
There's a conspiracy theory that Idaho doesn't even exist.
No.
I thought about doing an episode about it. Maybe
oh,
I
that's
still will.
so good. Please do. I want to
Maybe I
hear.
will.
I want to hear
Yeah.
that argument.
Yeah.
I love that.
I know.
He says that the Idaho system isn't set up to handle someone like Odom, who's like schizophrenic,
Right.
Because a lot of other states, they would have allowed him to plead not guilty by reason of insanity, but Idaho doesn't. It's the way they classify it.
Like, the most dramatic thing to happen in Idaho at that time was like some cows getting in someone else's field
And
then like eating their apples or
in
something.
Coeur d'Alene, you think anything else fucking happens?
No.
Shit like this doesn't happen here.
No.
It's got to be like one of the biggest stories.
Yeah. Like, oh, some cows got out. What are we gonna do?
Cows running around town.
Yeah,
Like
some cows ate our apples. Like, that's Idaho.
cows ate our apples. That's
yeah,
Idaho.
someone stole my corn. Like, I'm sure that's what happens.
Someone threw a potato at me.
I was walking down the street and I got assaulted by potatoes.
Oh. Hey, remember I promised you a Q&A?
Yes.
He put a fucking Q&A in his own manifesto. He's like, by the way, once you're done, if you have extra questions, I'll answer them right now.
That is amazing.
My name's Kyle Odom. I see aliens. AMA.
I am 100% smart, 0% crazy.
Ask me.
That's our new
anything.
motto. So I'll just go over the best ones, and these touch on some of the things in the manifesto that might not be clear to you.
This is
Oh.
what he asked himself
I don't know.
and answered.
He might have thought people weren't clear on
Right,
these.
yeah.
Oh, this is the fact of the
Yeah.
manifesto. The frequently asked
He
questions.
didn't know where else to plug these in. I don't know.
Yes. Good to know.
Okay, why would aliens hide in a church? Now, I don't think this needs any explanation.
I
It
wanna
seems like
hear it.
the perfect place.
I want to hear it.
I get it. I get this because I grew up in the church. But he says, same reason terrorists hide in mosques. I know, God, it's so bad. If you're doing very bad things and you want to avoid getting caught, you'll put up a front to make yourself look like a good person.
I'm okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
reasonable, like they're
That's
like
a point.
respected, everyone trusts them, they can do no wrong kind of thing. So essentially, yeah, it's a good front.
Yeah.
How do you know about their technology? I have seen them use it and they have talked to me about it. This was how I learned about their breeding stock of remote control humans. Physically, their humans are no different than us, they just lack a mind of their own.
Well, that's dumb. That's not proof at all.
Okay.
That's a horrible answer.
Oh God. There's
Okay.
no proof of any of this.
No.
Why would they tell you so much? They value me because I'm smart. They are also very confident they could take control of my mind. Turns out they couldn't.
Yeah.
He's so
What's
sassy.
sass?
I love that.
Anyway, in the interim, some of us developed a personal relationship. They are very arrogant, so they told me much more than they should have. This allowed me to understand some of the things they can do. What else have you seen? I've seen them make things appear out of nowhere. One time I was sitting on a couch and a $1 beer bill appeared in my lap. Another time while driving, they made a paper bag appear in my passenger seat. This is just shit that happened that he didn't notice.
He just forgot.
Yeah.
I really hate this guy.
It's just like an average shit.
It's like, oh, there's a
Such
paper
a
bag
big
there.
ego.
Whoa, they put that there.
It's so narcissistic, isn't it?
Yes,
It's
it's amazing.
little, yeah.
And the fact that these aliens have just a big ego as he does is also amazing.
He even admits that it's like stupid shit. He's like, they used random unsuspecting items so no one would think anything of it. It's like, why would they even
It's
do
in
that?
your car. No one
It's
would see it. They could have put a cow in there and
Yeah.
still no
Yeah.
one would see it.
But they're doing it to psych him out, he thinks. You
Okay.
know?
But
it's,
it could be anything. A paper bag that was already there, they put there.
and he says, I was
hate
alone
this
both
guy.
times this happened. So no one can
Of course.
Right,
I
of course.
really,
Yeah.
I really
Of course.
hate this guy.
I'm pretty sure they can pop in and out of this dimension based on other things I've seen. I'm also pretty sure
Based
they
on
can.
what other things you've seen?
Oh.
I hate him. I hate him.
It's not a thorough enough Q&A.
He's so smart.
I need a Q&A for
We
the
need
Q&A.
another 50
He's
pages.
He's so smart that he sounds dumb.
I know. It's like too summarized.
Like, he doesn't need to explain himself. Just figure it out.
Yeah. I'm like, I want more. But he doesn't have more, because he's crazy.
Yeah.
This guy is the worst supervisor of all time. If you ever had this guy's... Which, by the way, this guy's most supervisors of all time.
He says that they overlap realities with another dimension, like an alternate dimension. Because he said sometimes he would go into a store where he like knew everybody who worked there, and then there would be all new employees.
It's
Like
the
it was
first believable
like,
thing he said so far.
same store from another dimension.
Okay.
So, but like, what if it was just all people working that
what
day
if it's
that
like
he
a
didn't
shift
know?
change?
Yeah.
That's literally
What
what
if they
it
hired
is.
some new
Someone should
people?
explain shift changes to him.
Or like a high turnover rate in retail. Like,
Yeah, it happens all the time.
he's never thought of this.
He's probably never had to work retail.
Oh, true. He's just been in college his whole
Yeah.
fucking life, going after PhDs and shit.
Yeah, he's too smart.
He's too
I
smart
hate
to.
this guy.
Oh, okay. Oh my god. Their technology is millions of years ahead of ours, so it should be incomprehensible to us. He doesn't explain that further.
Okay.
Why did they target you? They started following me after I encountered the being through meditation. Since my mind was so expanded from the experience, they deemed me a threat to society.
But he contradicts himself all the time.
He thinks that he had all these like profound ideas about genetics when he was at graduate school, and he thinks that's a huge factor because like he thinks that if he like changed things, there'd be like a revolution. Like he changed like ideas about genetics and stuff. He thinks very highly of himself. Honestly,
That is amazing, though.
he thinks that he could have helped eliminate diseases, cancers, and other things that plague us. But
Well,
they
he
want
still can he?
not now.
Why not?
It's-
If
Might be a
he
few more
has
years.
He's
if he has
he's in
ideas,
prison for 10 years.
sure, but he can still talk with people who have labs, and
Oh, that's true.
if he has ideas that are actually not crazy, they'll take him.
Yeah.
What if in fucking 25 years, there's no cancer, everyone's fucking
And it's
Six-
him.
It's a utopia.
6
Oh,
foot 4 and
shit.
handsome, and it's all because of him.
God fucking damn it, Kyle.
He saves the day.
Do you know what I'll say?
He saved us
at
from-
that point.
What?
I still hate him. I
I hate his drawing skills. Like, go to art school.
Go to art school with that. That's
Take some
scary.
fucking classes.
practice a little bit.
Work on your shading
Honestly.
Stop watching Star Wars.
Okay.
and the Grinch.
Last thing, I just want to say that when I looked up his manifesto, I got a lot of YouTube videos. I thought it would be like news videos, but I clicked on them. They're just a bunch of dudes
Agreeing with
in their
him?
parents' basement agreeing with him. Some of them in their videos will read the entirety of the manifesto and then stop on certain paragraphs and say, "Now this part is true," because these guys are all believers in the conspiracy. It's called like targeted individuals, where they believe that they don't think it's aliens. They think it's
Yeah.
like humans that have telepathic abilities, but they like will try to mind control other people, and that they target specific individuals for various reasons. Like if they're so smart, they're like a threat to
Right.
society. But there's like members of our society that control society and the government, and they control us through mind control.
That is amazing.
And so all of us are like basically slaves, but some people are like considered wild humans, and they're the ones who like can't be mind controlled, and they have like free will, and they're the ones that get targeted, and they try to like destroy their lives. And so these dudes reading this manifesto are like, yeah, he's right.
That makes me love this so much more.
They're like,
oh my god.
then they like idolize him because he like actually did something about it.
Of course, though.
Yeah.
Of course, and they're like in their mom's basement.
It's literally
He threw
all
something.
Oh
Okay, let's
my
go over the
gosh.
things he did. He shot a pastor in Idaho,
not successful.
which no one cares,
I know.
and then threw some electronics onto the White House fucking lawn.
Never got to the president.
The end.
That's
the end.
still.
That's what he did.
The fact that there's
Oh my
people
God.
out there that idolize him, it's the
Well,
best.
you know, if you
This
go
is a
onto
wider
YouTube-
conspiracy. It's not like he like invented this.
right.
No.
Other people believe
It's been
this.
around.
But he just was like the most.
I mean, there's other people on YouTube who have videos about how the Earth is flat too. So
And like
Yes.
lizard people, that's a huge
I
one.
love
Lizard people have
conspiracy
been around
theories
forever.
so
I know.
much.
and hey, I don't know. There could be lizard people.
We don't know.
But this guy's an idiot. So I know that he doesn't know.
He's combining like several conspiracies in this,
Yeah.
honestly.
That was
That's what I think.
That was so good though.
You can, if you Google Kyle Odom Idaho manifesto, you can find a link to the PDF and you can download his entire manifesto.
Good.
You can see this for yourself. You can read it. Look at the
all 22 pages.
Look at the drawings.
Should be
I
longer.
may go find
Go check
the
it out.
funniest YouTube video response to it and post it because there's got to be some hilarious shit out there.
The ones I watched of like those dudes in their parents' basement were so concerning. I was like, what the fuck?
That is amazing.
What are you doing with your life?
I just want to say I think those guys are like batshit crazy.
Oh.
Are they, or are they trying to get clicks? I mean, there's both out there, right?
They read 22 pages. They believe. Oh, don't do that.
Don't kick my foot.
I got really bad blisters right now.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
From all that parade walking.
I had to
my
walk
foot.
3 miles in sandals.
Gross.
When I picked out sandals, I thought, I won't have to do much walking today.
I think we should just
Yeah,
say
and then-
parades suck.
Fuck parades.
We hate parades.
Portland parades are bullshit.
It always rains.
Shuts down the whole city.
Stop having parades. It's gonna rain.
Who fucking goes to it? Only the worst people.
Who's like, you know what I'm gonna do today? Go to a parade.
I'm gonna bring my children to the
But
parade.
next week is the Pride Parade, which
Okay, that's cool.
you've been in.
We support. I haven't been in it. No.
I've been in it several
I know
times.
the Rocky cast is in it all the time. But I was out by that time.
You can still go. They usually put out a blast out if you ever want to.
I usually go watch the Pride Parade because it's fun.
Might as well
It's
be in
different
it.
than like a regular parade though.
People are like topless and shit. It's fun.
People don't camp out with their children at like 6 a.m.
They
on the
do,
street.
Yes, they do.
Ugh.
so their
That's the
children can
worst.
see some like titties.
Yeah, most
Today.
of Pride Parade isn't that, but that exists, and it's I don't know. It's a
People
little
got
weird.
pasties on. It's like you're not seeing nip, but
Yeah, it's a little weird though.
But why not?
Are you trying to be?
But it's
are you trying
Portland,
to be?
so
Someone pointed this out to me one time. Who is a proponent of progressive? You know, okay, cool. I don't care. We're all human, right? But they also pointed out is if you're trying to make a point, don't try to offend at the same time. If you're trying to gain, you know, does that make sense?
Yeah.
I'm not saying it
Yeah.
right, but
it's kind of a lot of things they do are like shock value, and I'm like, is that furthering your
they're just trying to
cause?
get attention.
But I'm also on the side of like free the nipple, so I'm like, yeah, you flash your
right. But is that in the same place that you want to take your kids? Free the nipple is two adults.
No, and free the
It's
nipple is
two
almost a
adults.
separate movement from
It
Pride.
definitely is.
So it's like maybe don't
No, it's a
combine
cousin.
them.
It's a cousin.
They're all connected.
But if we know that there's going to be, and we want more children to come to Pride Parade, let's make it kid friendly. That's all.
yeah, if you want parents to like teach our children that this is okay, then
Be
maybe
out, be
present
loud.
something that's okay for everyone to
Yeah,
see.
be out, be loud, be proud, be accessible to families.
I agree with that.
And that's
Don't have parades.
the point that the
Because
person made. Well,
when we
that's
were
also-
when we were young, we would go to Portland on the day of the Pride Parade every year, which was a really bad coincidence because it's the weekend of Father's Day, and my dad worked at the Saturday market in Portland, so we would go down there to see him. My mom would take us as like, here's your children on Father's Day, real cute, you get
Yeah.
to see your dad.
Yeah.
The market's fun.
Yeah.
But then the Pride Parade was always going, and she was like horrified, and she would like cover our eyes 'cause she was like, I don't want you to see those naked bodies, you know.
Yeah.
I was like, it's not that bad, like
yeah.
they're not fully naked, like
No.
but you
Moms.
can do that in Portland.
They have naked bike rides in Portland. Yeah.
I like the no pants subway ride.
That's a thing? I didn't know that was a thing.
They do it all over the country, and they coordinate it on one day where you're supposed to like get on like the subway in your city with no pants on.
Interesting.
And so in Portland, everybody just takes the max with no pants.
Yeah, because you don't have a subway.
Yeah, no.
Wow.
I support it because it's fun, but also some people,
Keep your pants on, please.
yeah, some people shouldn't take their pants off.
No. Oh, man.
I mean, they tend to wear modest boxer kind of. Although some people, I'm sure, wear Speedos.
That's a day where it's like,
But it's still stuff that you can go to the beach and see.
that's true.
I don't
Yeah.
think people go pantsless, underwearless.
No.
No.
Right? You know what I mean?
On the max?
Oh, no. You get like
well,
a
if
disease.
you definitely don't sit down.
You could already get a disease on the max.
You could.
Yeah. Probably a lot.
Definitely don't sit down. All right, between stories, let's give some shout outs.
Yeah. I don't know. I can't remember all the shout outs.
Fine.
Social
Shout out
media.
to my new podcast, Cracking a Beer. I'm dropping it every Thursday. You can find it at the same website that you find this one.
He just like drinks a different beer every episode and then sits down with a different guest and they just chat.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
I think that's fun.
Although it's cracking a beer, sometimes it's not going to be beer.
It doesn't. That's like, who gives a
Could
fuck?
be wine. Could be cider. So far, it's been beer. One of them I liked.
I'll be on an episode probably. So look out for that.
Crossover.
Probably not beer.
It might be like a bottle of wine. Yeah. We're keeping it classy.
Boxed wine.
You fuck yeah. Shout out to our social media.
To our Instagram at Northwest Mystery Show. Northwest is NW.
Yes.
In all formats. Northwest is NW because we're lazy.
We keep it real consistent.
Yes.
And short.
We post memes if you like memes. We post photos and videos from episodes, from trips we take.
Yes.
Kind of just post anything. For bored, we'll post.
Haley posts a lot of like fun
memes. Yeah,
about
maybe
like,
you'll get some photos of my cat soon.
murder
I don't know.
and oh yeah, do a little post
I
about
should.
Nora.
I
She
should.
dresses her cat up a lot, so
I do.
post some of those.
My cat hates me
Yeah.
for it,
Oh,
but
your cat looks so fucking miserable.
she always looks like that though.
She looks like
that's
she's
just
gonna
her
murder
face. Yeah, that's just her face. You know, cats always kind of look disappointed.
Yeah, but when she's in that little Hawaiian shirt,
She always
She hates you.
looks at me like I just asked her for a ride to the airport. Like that's just always what she looks like. I promise you.
she looks like in that shirt that you're about to like send her on a plane to Hawaii, and she's like, "Fuck you."
I like it. Like doesn't. It's for a dog, so it doesn't fit her right.
You just like dress her up to take photos, and she's like,
Yeah.
"I'm not here for your entertainment."
Yeah. She also has a denim vest
Haley, no.
and a Darth Vader costume.
Can you like stud out the vest, like?
It's from Target and it's from Christmas time,
Aw.
so it has like a snowman on the back and it says "nice."
And then you put like studs on it.
I want to put like a bunch of glitter on it.
Your cat's a bad bitch.
She is.
She can't be stopped.
She's a killing machine. She murders mice and then leaves them for my parents to clean up.
I love it.
She chases bunnies.
Okay, you're gonna have to post some of those.
I will. I'll post the video of her where it's just like her in her Hawaiian shirt and then Lana Del Rey is playing in the background.
I like when you asked on our Instagram if we should do a list of
yeah.
like true crime book recommendations.
I like that we were the only two that voted. That's very us.
I know.
Other people voted.
One other
No, I
person.
think two other people
Okay.
voted. But I
Did they all say yes?
Yeah, they all said yes.
All said yes.
So like, yeah, maybe we'll do that.
I haven't read nearly as many as you, so you can
Yeah.
list as many as you want. I'll list a
Spoiler,
couple.
a lot are going to be Anne Rule because like it's
She's
hard
the
to
OG
find.
of true crime novels.
Yeah, well, it's hard to find like true crime that's interesting and it's not just facts
Yeah.
and like really boring and hard to follow. And Anne Rule's is more of like a story.
We both just finished the Mindhunter book.
Yes, we did.
It's so fucking good, isn't it?
It was really good. I need to watch the show now.
Go watch the show now.
I know, I need to.
The book makes it better because when I watched the show, I was like, it's okay.
Yeah, it's kind of slow.
The interviews with the serial killers are great.
Yeah.
And I was like, how are they going to do season 2 or 3? Like, will they have enough material? Reading that book, I was like, oh, he interviews Manson?
Yeah.
We're going to get Manson at some point?
Yes.
I'm fucking psyched.
I really
Yeah.
enjoyed it because it's like they start off in like it's kind of a side project for this dude, and he's like, I don't. We should have something here, and we have
Yeah.
nothing. I don't know what I'm doing. Let's try to figure it
And
out.
he kind of just like
question mark?
made it his own.
Yeah,
But
start
in
from scratch.
But in the
Yeah.
book, it was already kind of set up. He didn't like start it
But
himself.
he like made it what it is.
He kind of took over and then he changed it a lot.
Yeah.
And that's why it is. And he's the one who wanted to do those interviews.
Yeah.
For sure. They never would have done them without him.
No, he kind of like developed the criteria to determine
Yeah.
what is a serial killer.
And he realized that to talk to them, you have to think the way they do and
Yeah,
talk
yeah,
the way they
yeah.
do, or they're not gonna talk to some fucking
No.
FBI dude.
No, I loved it. So, did you ever watch Dexter?
I haven't.
Oh,
I
you
know.
need to. It's so good because it
I
like,
know.
reminded me of Dexter. I love Dexter.
Oh, it's been on my list.
You need to watch it.
I 100%
It's
will.
all on Netflix.
I'll talk to you about
It-
the whole thing.
It like starts off kind of slow and then it gets really good.
I'll text you every episode. I'll live text you
Yes.
as things are happening.
and I'll know exactly
You'll
what you're
shut
talking
off your
about,
phone. You're
'cause,
like, God damn it.
I've seen every episode multiple times.
Oh my God, Hayley. I'm not surprised.
No, I like listen. When I find shows that I like,
Listen.
I watch them ad nauseum because
1,000,000 times.
I'm a creature of habit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, you gave me some movies. A couple
Have
weeks
you
ago.
watched them?
I haven't. I plan to this week because I'll have more time this week than I
I
did.
thought you were gonna like say you watched
No,
one of
but
them.
Amelie is on Netflix, so like,
It is, yes.
I need-
Watch that and
I
not
will.
my copy because it
I
might
will.
be it's from a video store, so it might be like
Yeah.
scratched.
The thing is, like, I don't have a DVD player. I don't have a TV in my room.
Okay.
So I have to like
Watch them with your family.
no,
With
or
the
just like
fam.
when they're not home.
That's what I do.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
and then like whenever they're not, I always kind of forget. So
You know what
But I
else
will.
you should watch? Better movies than Amelie.
No. So
I'm gonna watch Amelie. And
I'm
I'll
gonna
probably love it.
I'm gonna be giving Hayley movies, and then as she watches them, she'll review them on this.
I will. I'll write down my thoughts.
Because Hayley is like a person who has watched so much television, but like never ever watches movies.
No.
She's seen like
I don't.
no movies.
I can't sit through them.
So I am gonna like,
yeah.
and I think we have similar taste. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna like expose you to shit,
You
and then
only
we'll
like it 'cause
see
it's kind of like your name.
Amelie.
That's the only reason. You
It's like the
movie.
French version. No,
French
I
version of
fucking love
Emily.
that movie.
Would it be homily?
Homily.
It sounds really pretentious. Is it homily?
It's
No,
not the
it's
worst.
homily.
It's homily. Please pronounce it right.
Yeah, the Y is silent.
Silent Y.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Do you have anything else to plug?
Our Facebook page is also Northwest Mystery Show with
If you
NW.
want to email us your stories,
Yeah.
northwestmysteryshow@gmail.com. Again, Northwest is NW.
I have like put that on blast on this podcast
I've been texting friends.
on both social media pages every week. I'm just blasting people like send us your stories. We haven't gotten any good stories from anyone but our friends that we've like harassed.
Yeah.
So please, I know people have stories. I know.
I realize it is hard to send an email.
It's not that fucking
but
hard.
like if it's something you have to like sit down and do, because like there's an email I had to send to my school and I was like, I don't want to do this,
Okay.
you know.
Okay. But if it's
But
your
you-
story, it's like fun.
You don't have to be formal with us.
We don't
You
need
can
you to
just
like
type it.
research it. Everyone thinks they need to like research the event more.
You don't even really need like punctuation. We can figure it out.
Like if it's like a hometown murder where like someone got murdered in your town, you don't need to research the whole murder. Just send
No.
us what you know about
You can just
it.
be like, hey, so like when I was 5, this guy got stabbed in this like gas station behind my house, and they
In
think it was my
small town,
cousin.
and then I like it's like traumatized me forever. Just tell us your point of view.
Yeah, just be like,
Those are cool.
yeah,
Yeah.
For sure. But also, if you don't think that your story is that good, but you still have a story, like, I was walking down the hallway after a shower and I seen this shadowy figure walk past me, bump my shoulder, never heard anything about it again. That's still a story. Like, it doesn't
yeah.
matter if it's small.
Yeah.
If it was a one-time thing, it's still interesting.
we'll take anything.
Even if you don't
Yeah.
think it's interesting, go ahead and...
Yeah,
We just want to know that creepy
Send it
shit
in.
happens in the Northwest. You know? I know people have Bigfoot sightings. I know people have like abduction stories. You can be anonymous if you want.
yeah, we won't say your name.
Well, if you say you want to be anonymous,
Yeah.
we'll keep you that way and we'll tell your
Yeah.
crazy fucking story.
And if you send us a story, you could possibly get a shirt.
We're thinking about doing a thing where we send out shirts.
Yeah.
So,
So stay tuned.
if your story's real good,
Sweet. Or it'll just like shuffle them and just like pick one.
yeah, we'll pick one.
We
random.
haven't decided yet. We don't even really have shirts yet or like designs yet.
We don't have shirts, but we've got a lot
We
of
have a lot of ideas.
good quotes
Yeah.
that we can pull.
So who knows? We
Well,
don't.
Maybe we'll just put our logo on a shirt.
Yeah.
I would like
we'll
one
just
of those.
put our faces on a shirt.
Oh God, no! God, no. Let's get like a caricature artist to like draw us together.
I know.
They're so bad.
I know. I don't really want to know like what.
They take all your worst features and exaggerate them.
exactly.
And you're like, oh, my chin. I fucking hate that.
Yeah, I don't want to know.
They'll make my forehead even bigger. I'll be like, hey, go fuck yourself.
Yeah. No thanks. We'll put my cat on a shirt and then
Oh,
we'll send it out.
I've got a cat too.
We can put our cats on shirts.
Yes.
Okay.
I've got 2
That'll
cats.
just be for us though.
And David's got 2 cats. We got 5 fucking cats between
Oh
us.
my gosh.
Whoa.
Small cat army.
Oh, let's put all our cats on one t-shirt.
Yeah. We can Photoshop
who's
them
got the
all
biggest
together.
You do. Your cats
Yeah.
are big as
My
fuck.
cat's really small.
My cats are both small.
She's like 4, I think, but she's an indoor-outdoor cat, so she runs a lot. She chases things a lot.
Yeah, my cats we don't let outside because they're dums. We
And
don't
Hazel
want them to
Dell's
get run over,
sketch.
Yeah, they'll get run
and
over.
we don't want them to get cat AIDS. You know how you get cat AIDS?
Cat AIDS? What the fuck?
Cat AIDS exists, yeah, but they get it from fighting and biting and scratching.
Oh.
Oh shit. Anthony has a cat right now. His cat Roxy. Cat got fucking shot
Jesus.
like a few years ago. They've always lived in
Wait,
like
and lived?
yeah.
Wait, I know who shot him.
Who? Oh no.
Kyle Odom.
No.
He fucking sucks. He sucks at shooting things.
Cat was an alien.
He sucks.
Have you heard the conspiracy that cats are aliens?
No.
That's a real thing.
I believe it, though.
There's
believe it.
There's a non-conspiracy, legit scientist talking about maybe octopus are aliens.
You know,
I was gonna say cats
what?
are octopus.
Oh, cats are octopus.
You know, from a gajillion years ago, maybe some shit.
Yeah,
came down.
dude. You ever-
Because,
Octopus are so smart.
You ever read stories about shit they do and you're
Yeah.
like, what the fuck?
I love them.
if
They're
they
great.
live longer, which by the way, we should never, ever, as humans, help octopus live longer.
No. They'll
because
take
they
over.
only live like 6 to 8 years.
They'll develop like mind control and they'll enslave us.
Oh, for sure.
Can't you see that?
Although
Easily.
You guys were both immediately
Yeah. Well,
like,
there's an
yeah,
octopus in the next room, and he made us say that.
we're afraid.
all the tentacles.
us.
We're trapped by the octopus.
They're coming.
Octopi.
Fucking gross.
They're gross and they're too intelligent.
I can't eat them.
They're so smart.
I refuse to eat them.
You know what? I eat a lot of octopus.
They're too smart.
Calamari.
Yeah.
Calamari, squids, and they're
We're-
dumb as fuck.
Oh, the squids?
We're doing
So like
our
calamari,
part to stop
We're
the
helping.
octopus overlords.
squid to octopus is like human to like lemur. Squids
Well,
are dumb.
You know,
Weird.
octopus is kind of rubbery, so maybe
Go
I
ahead
don't
and
eat
eat all the
that.
squid.
It
Eat all the
is.
I
squid
eat
you
more
want.
squid.
Eat all the
More
squid you want.
Kind of want
Not
sushi
bad.
now.
Squids are like, and you might want to check with your cousin who has a degree in cows. But
She has a degree in
squid are the
cows.
cows of the ocean.
I'll ask her. I'll just text her and be like, hey, so squids are the cows of the ocean, right? And then she'll be like, you haven't texted me since Christmas. What?
She'll be like, "What the actual
I just want
fuck
to
is
make
this?"
use of your cow degree,
Yeah, so
okay?
I'm just trying to pick your brain.
Have
a
you ever
degree in
seen-
Animal Sciences?
Have you seen True Detective season 1?
No, I've
It's
heard
only
it's good, though.
relevant season. Fucking watch it. Some of the
Is it
best
on
shit.
Netflix?
I don't think so.
Oh, well, it's
I mean,
not
it's
on
hard
Netflix
then.
then.
I know. It's some of the best shit I've ever seen.
Is it on Amazon Prime?
I don't think so. It's like HBO or some
Nope.
shit.
Nope.
So-
if you are, by the way, if you have a show and you're just on HBO or you're just on Showtime, get the fuck out of here.
I know.
I know.
It's so difficult
Be
to
more
watch.
expensive.
No one cares. No one cares.
So,
Anyways.
Matthew McConaughey's in it. He's like this. He's like a detective, but he's like
alright,
crazy,
alright.
and he's paired up with
McConaughey.
Woody Harrelson, and he just
Oh my
he
God.
keeps saying this like crazy shit, and at one point he like goes on this little like spiel,
That is
and
the best
Woody
pair up.
Harrelson the whole time is just looking at him like,
How many projects have they done together?
I think
Not
just that
enough.
one.
No,
Not
Ed TV.
enough.
Ed TV.
I don't know.
Ed TV was a movie where Ellen runs a reality TV show and she's following Matthew McConaughey, and Woody Harrelson is his brother.
Oh, so more
That
projects.
is amazing.
I gotta think they did at least one more, but anyway,
I
they're
gotta
like
hope.
homies in real life though too,
Yeah,
They need
because
to
they
do
just want
more
to sit around
movies
naked,
together.
smoke pot. And
I think
hit bongos.
they've said Matthew McConaughey has said that he would definitely like reprise that role. Like he wants them to do more
Well, I
seasons
think-
of
I
True
think-
Detective.
I think
'cause
season
it's such a
3
magical pairing.
I think they're
It
doing
is.
it. So season 2 sucked. Everyone says.
Everyone fucking hated it.
So the next season, I think they may be going back. They say it's going to be more like the original,
God, I hope so.
but it
I will
maybe
find.
them.
I'll find it and watch it because just those two together.
Matthew McConaughey says the craziest fucking shit, and at one point, and this is like after many episodes of him just being like insane, Woody Harrelson looks at him and he's like, "Will you fucking stop saying crazy ass shit for 5 minutes?" He's just like done, and he's like, "Nah, man, like
That is amazing. Oh my gosh.
Let's see. They did
it's the best line of like all time. You
Newton-
have to see it.
I have to.
Oh,
The Newton Boys in 1998, Ed TV in 99, and Surfer Dude in 2008.
oh, they're like homies, IRL.
Of course.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised.
They're
That's
homies.
the pairing we never knew we needed.
We
What are you
need.
talking about? It's always been a
We
pairing.
need-
Everyone knew. How
And
dare
I didn't
you?
know.
So if you,
Speaking
Because
for
you don't
me.
watch movies.
I know. I
You
don't.
didn't see Ed TV.
so if you
Has
text your,
anyone?
if you text your cousin that shit, she's gonna be like, She's gonna go like Woody Harrelson on you and be like, "Can you stop
Can you
being crazy
stop?
for 5 fucking minutes,
And
Hayley?"
then, like, I'll send her the link to this podcast, and it all makes sense.
She's gonna be like, "Why are you like this as a person?"
This is why I don't talk to you anymore.
I'll see you at Christmas, but other than that,
I'll see you when I have to.
this is why I don't associate with you.
Yeah. This is why I live on the other side of the state.
This sounds like some cousin shit, though.
Oh,
Like,
for sure. If your cousins don't hate you a little bit, are you even cousins?
one of my cousins is like
Yes.
really hot, and I like hate her a little bit.
Really?
Yeah, she's like too hot.
I
All right,
only.
hook it up.
No, stop it. So
No, stop it.
she's got 2 kids now. You don't give a fuck.
Oh,
but-
is she easily 25 then?
I think she's a little bit older,
If she got 2 kids, she's easily 25.
at least.
At least.
Because
really
Hayley,
The closer I get to 25,
because Hayley thinks having 2 kids by 25 is absolutely insane.
that's speaking for me. Like, I
But
can.
you weren't speaking for you. You were talking about everyone. You're like,
I was, but from my perspective, my very limited worldview.
You're throwing out generalizations
Well,
just
my-
based
so-
on your own experience.
Well, my mom's birthday was the other day, and I found this photo
Oh,
of
I
her.
saw that.
Yeah, and I'm like 2 in the photo, so that means my mom was 22 when that photo was taken. She was just a few months older than I am now.
She's younger
It was a
than
different
me.
time, though.
I haven't had any kids.
That was the 90s though, and I was like,
Oh, you know what?
Mom.
Anthony's birthday was a couple days ago. He turned 26, and he was like, "I don't want to hear the word 26. Don't tell me. Don't even say it."
Why?
He's like,
Hey, Anthony, I know
Freak.
you're listening. You're 26, bro. That's over the hump. That's after 25.
that's close to
He's,
30.
like, freaked
closer
out
to
'cause
30.
he's
Anthony,
close to
you
30.
are closer to 30 than you are to 20. What are
Well,
you doing with your
he's like-
life right now?
that's literally what he said. He's like, "What am I doing with my life? Like, I'm still in school.
What have you
I
accomplished
haven't-
so far?
That's what he's He's having like a pre-30 crisis. Like,
that everyone
God,
has
you
in
were-
their 20s.
What's going on with those bags under your eyes, bro? What's going on?
he's my little angel.
Oh, is it tough to
Your little
run all of a
ankle.
sudden? Is it tough to run a quarter mile all of a sudden?
He's doing his best.
We're all doing our best.
Oh my
At
god!
this-
Has
I
he got the
told
gray hair
him-
yet?
No.
You know
No.
what? If you look for it, I guarantee he has.
Stop it. I won't.
Anthony, go look at the back of your head in the mirror. You will see. Do the double mirror. You'll find one. You'll find it. Pluck it.
Stop harassing him. You're making his
It's
crisis
there.
worse.
No, it's there.
Oh,
We're gonna lose one of our 3
Oh
listeners.
man! Remember when you can eat whatever you
God.
want and you didn't get that little bit of heavy right there? You could eat whatever you want.
I feel like this is a common thing for millennials to be like, we're still in school, we owe all this money, we have no future career plans, really. We haven't accomplished anything with
Yeah,
our
that was-
lives, so we're all freaking the fuck
Just
out.
hoping to get hit by a car.
That's not a millennial thing. Gen X did that too.
I told him, I
it's
was
just a
like,
thing in your 20s.
this is normal. You're doing perfectly fine. You're doing better than some people I know.
Yo,
A
if you
lot
have-
of people.
If you have
Yeah.
a midlife crisis right now, Anthony, you're gonna die at 52.
Stop it.
52 because you're 26 right
I told
now.
him he's never allowed to die.
That's scary.
Like, you know in Archer how he thinks he like can't die. He's like, I'm not sure I can die.
Yeah.
Anthony says that all the time. He's like, but can I? I'm like, don't
you want
find
to
out.
live forever?
I do.
Really?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Ugh.
We've discussed this. I think on this episode.
I know.
On this podcast.
On this podcast,
yeah,
we have.
definitely 100%. I want to live forever.
I don't. but-
Give me one reason why I shouldn't. And by the way, this comes with like my body not breaking down too. I don't want to be a skeleton and just be like trapped in my body. Obviously.
So you wouldn't want to age?
Yeah.
Maybe if you just like stopped right now.
Put me back to like 30. Forever. 27.
I wouldn't want to stop aging at this age. I would want to stop at 30. I think that's like golden.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You might want to stop right here.
Fuck you.
But you did, because you
It
never
won't
know.
get better
You
then.
never know.
That is true. You
It's all
never know.
You
down-
never
downhill
know.
from
What if
here.
she next year gets a
know.
thyroid thing and like
Don't say that. My mom just had her thyroid removed.
Oh,
oh,
no.
that's
She has
gotta
a-
be not fun.
Oh, so and it's like hereditary, so they have to
Ooh.
like watch mine.
monitor
They
it.
checked it like a while after she had hers removed.
Just-
It's fine.
You know what you do? Just get fucking stem cells injected directly in it once a year.
Honest,
You're
I'm
good.
so pro stem cell.
Me too.
Yeah. Who isn't, honestly?
Yeah. But do you
I
want
got
just
degenerative
injection
discs
just
in my
freaks me
back,
out.
and it's pretty much the only thing that's going to help me out. I'm not going to get them fused.
I got a weird condition I'll tell you about later after this
Is
podcast. I found out within the last year.
Is it a possession? Are you demonically possessed? Is that your condition?
No.
That's pretty weird.
Maybe I'm still possessed.
Oh, maybe. We'll talk about that next episode.
Oh, our next episode is going to be a story episode.
Which we're doing shortly.
Yeah, we're recording it today, but you'll get it after
You'll
this
get
one.
it.
It'll be episode 11.
Father's Day special.
Oh, hey.
Hey, listen to it with your dad.
We're reading stories that people, like our friends, have given us, and I'll tell my story.
We want to do
They got
more
in before the
episodes
shirts.
like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll give one of them a
We'll
shirt.
retroactively maybe give them
Yeah.
a shirt.
They're our friends. They'll get shirts.
Yeah, but before we do that, should we do my story is so disappointing now compared to what you just
No,
did.
no, no.
Yes, it is.
Hers was really disappointing too because I hate that guy.
Well, to me, it was
What
not
a piece of
disappointing.
crap.
I loved your
it's
story.
her part of it was good. His part of it was dumb because I hate that guy.
Yeah,
It's
So-
such a good, like, Northwest thing. I just,
so good.
I had to do it first.
Really embodies what the Northwest is.
But now I can sit back and enjoy yours.
Yeah, there's not much to enjoy.
Yeah.
We gotta go. We gotta go. So this is the ghost of Wizard Island.
Okay, what? Hold on.
Not disappointed.
Wait.
I'm psyched.
Okay,
The Ghost of Wizard Island.
yes,
Is this like a Scooby-Doo
This
episode?
is a Scooby-Doo episode.
it is.
Did you title that because of
Is this
Scooby-Doo?
Wait, is this a real story or fanfic? Because
It's
if it's
both.
fanfic, I don't mind.
Haley wrote
Go
it.
for it. Yeah, I don't mind.
So I titled it that because it sounds like a Scooby-Doo
Zoinks, yo.
episode. But so Wizard Island is the
Jinkies.
little island in the middle of Crater Lake. It's called
Whoa,
Wizard
what-
Island.
Who the fuck named it that?
Some idiot.
Some people because they think it looks like a wizard hat.
An amazing human being.
Yeah. So
dumb.
so Crater Lake used to be a mountain called Mount Mazama or Mazama. I did not look up the pronunciation of
it's-
anything.
I think I've said Mount Mazama.
Yeah. So you mentioned, because you did a Crater Lake episode about like all the weird things that happen at Crater Lake. I just Googled ghost Crater Lake.
That's all you have to do.
Yeah, and
Crater
about-
Lake's got everything. It's got like lake monsters, ghosts, aliens, Bigfoot,
Yeah.
murder.
The websites were all kind of like the same, but there's this one website I went to where like this is what the article started out with, and I just had to quote it because it's so dumb. Have you ever heard a man describe a woman as being so beautiful it hurts? That is a phrase that describes Crater Lake National Park perfectly.
No.
I just did a bunch of question marks after that because I was like, what does this have to do
Why?
with ghosts?
Who the fuck wrote that?
It's some weird guy on a website. Actually,
You have a works cited page.
I do. I have a
dude.
works cited page. That was probably from werewolves.com.
No.
So do
You
you want
just
to
called yourself out.
do you want to hear the pronunciation?
Yes.
Good, because I've found a video that says how to pronounce it.
I was hoping it would go straight to ad.
I know, wouldn't that be horrible?
Mazama, USA.
Mount Mazama.
Okay.
Mazama.
Sure.
Mazama.
Okay. So, the first stories that kind of go back to it being haunted come from a tribe called the Klamath Indian tribe, which, of course, this is Washington.
Oh my God, yeah.
Actually, it's Oregon, but. So they thought when they saw the lake, it was so blue and like so beautiful. They thought that if you looked at it for too long, it would like cause you like extreme sorrow. So they were like, "Don't look at it; you'll die and you'll be sad all the time."
I am low key afraid of Crater Lake because
Alright.
so many people fall into it and die.
Yeah, so
if
many
you
people-
fall in, you're fucked.
Yeah, so many people go over the ledge. So
Every year.
Yeah.
Tons of people die there.
children all the time.
Stop going there.
It snows so much there.
I don't like it.
No. So according to Klamath legend, two spirits, Skell, which is the spirit of peace and goodness, and again, I did not look up the pronunciation, so it might be Yeo, it could be Laleo, it could be not either of those, but it's spelled Llao. And he is the spirit of fire, darkness, and terror. So they were fighting, and Laleo, I like that pronunciation the best.
What if it's like a Y sound, like in Spanish?
Yayo?
Yayo.
I don't know.
Laleo.
Probably not.
But I think it's Laleo, because
They
the other...
have, they haven't they
Lloyd.
hadn't met Spaniards when they named this.
Well, because in another thing that I did where it was the double L, it was pronounced like double L, not Y. So,
But
It was named before
Yeah,
Spaniards.
okay.
so Laleo ripped Skell's heart from his chest, so Skell decided to dismember Laleo and throw the body parts into the lake, as you do when you dismember a person.
Casual.
Jesus.
Yeah. And so monsters from the bottom of the lake came and ate everything except for Laleo's head, and his spirit still lives within the lake, which is what the island is supposed to
But
be.
monsters
The
do they mean
fuck?
catfish or what?
Just lake monsters. This is like an Indian legend.
I bet you there's some gnarly catfish in there.
Oh yeah. So
I think there's a fucking monster in there.
Oh, we'll get to that.
yes.
So apparently when he is bothered, he will call storm clouds. And when he's angered, he will take the form of a giant crayfish that comes out of the water and
What
drags people from the rim. That's why they're going over so
Holy
much.
shit! What the fuck, Haley? What if that's true?
Oh my god,
Oh.
that'd be terrifying. A giant crayfish? No, thank you.
Crab people, crab people.
Every fucking up. I now know that is like a South Park reference. I looked it up.
The song's just so catchy, though.
I know.
Right. So, are you ready for this?
How could it get
Probably
weirder?
not.
No, it's actually kind of underwhelming. So, one night, Ranger Jan Kirwan was on duty when she saw 10 people standing around a roaring fire. She parked her car and walked into the site to confront the campers, but when she got there, she found no person and no fire.
Oh, so in this area, because of the climate and how many cows we have, shrooms are very prevalent. That's just going to be my explanation for everything. It's the
Everything.
Northwest, yeah.
Okay, so park rangers often say that they see smoke coming from Wizard Island, but when they go over there, they find no people, no fire, no like singed grass, no smell of smoke, no nothing.
What the fuck?
But how long does it take to get there? They're like, oh, I see this. 5 hours later, they get there, and it's like, oh, they bail.
They have like boats that you can take to Wizard Island.
Let's go. Let's
We need to do
fucking
a trip to
go.
Crater Lake.
Okay.
Let's do
Jesus
it at the end of
Christ.
this
We're gonna
summer.
die. We're gonna die.
Yeah, but you're going to die eating mini tacos and wearing a tracksuit, so... it'd be
What a
worth
way
it.
to go.
You know what?
Yeah.
That's how I want to be remembered.
Yeah. That, for giant
The picture
That's
at
your-
my funeral is
that's your-
like,
in a tracksuit.
Doing a Slav squat.
Oh, we need to practice our Slav squats.
we're gonna upcoming photo shoot of us in our
In our
full
tracksuits.
Adidas
What
tracksuit.
shoes are we gonna wear? Because what I wore
Adidas.
on
Matching white Converse.
Yeah, do you have something
Yeah.
like this?
Wait,
Because
wait,
this is what
wait.
I wore.
Yeah.
Yes.
I got
okay.
fake Converse,
Really?
but we'll do it.
You should get Adidas Cortezes, which, by the way, I wore to one of my proms.
Oh God.
We'll think about it.
Find that picture.
Me and two other friends decided to wear white tuxes
Oh, no.
and Adidas
Not a good call.
Cortezes.
No.
Oh, it was great.
Ugh.
You find us that picture.
Okay. So people also think that Wizard Island is the home of giant salamanders. I couldn't find anything else on that though.
What the fuck?
So, drugs.
Oh, that is like a drug thing. That's
No,
a
but
drug thing.
There's a legend that the salamanders are spirits of men who are doomed to suffer their eternal lives in torture for their earthly wrongdoings, which
Isn't
has
there
to
like
do
a
with like looking
legend
into the
about
lake.
like
yeah,
white salamanders?
yeah, it has to do with like looking into the lake. and
yeah, like
something.
classic three-stripe
Adidas
Adidas.
Cortez.
Those are
Yeah.
coming back though.
Oh no, they're
No, we bought them on sale
No.
for $13 a piece, and then I
The
want to say
similar ones.
Yo, but
7 years
David,
later they
I
were
wanna
$80
say-
a pair.
David. Every basic white bitch
Has shoes similar
owns
to
those right now.
Yeah.
Owns an
Yeah.
exact
The
pair.
No,
soles
we were-
are a
we
little
were-
bit
We
smaller.
can't buy them because
Not ahead of the time, we were between the times.
yeah, it's weird. Like
Yeah, they're coming back, and I think we
no,
should
they're
just stick to the Converse.
they're fucking back. I'm
They
so
are.
sick of seeing them.
Yeah.
All the memes about basic white girls include those.
Yeah,
and
they
they also apply to you.
I don't have a pair of those though. I just have the tracksuit.
But you have everything else that's on one of those.
Do I?
Yeah, I'm gonna send you all.
Send
of
it to
them.
me, and I'll tell you. I'll tell you.
Oh, I'm also super basic.
We all want to think that we're not basic, but we are.
I'll tell you what. When fall comes around, I'm a white girl, and I'll drink those pumpkin spice lattes. And do my little like fall posts
Oh
and
my
shit.
gosh.
Anthony
Gonna
hates
throw
me.
leaves in
He's
the
like,
air.
yeah, he's like, you're the worst kind of person.
Gonna get a chalkboard first day of school.
I'm like not even ashamed of it, and I'm like, I fucking love fall. You can eat my ass.
I do love fall though.
I know.
After having a hot summer, fall is welcome.
That's what you want. And
Yeah.
sweaters are back.
Yes.
We love sweaters.
I love sweaters.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you ready to hear about a very underwhelming lake monster?
This has already gone so many places.
I know, this is like all over the place because like you find these websites that are like top 10 like haunted places, and then they give you like no more information. They're just like, oh, there's giant lake salamanders, and then you try to find more information, and then the website's like, yeah, there's giant lake salamanders, and this other website's like, yeah, there's giant lake salamanders, and they give you like no information.
It's just like a fact. They're like, we don't
Yeah.
have to prove it if it's a fact.
So this one, like, I found 2 different dates for it, so I was like, whatever, I'm gonna go with the one that I think makes most sense. So in 1977, a woman was on the lake with her family. They were in a rowboat when she said that she saw something black floating under the boat, and it was like block. It looked like a block.
Okay.
But when I came out to the other side,
salamander.
when it came out to the other side, she said it looked like a dragon, and then it disappeared deeper into the water.
The fuck?
So
You think that's the giant?
Yeah, we got salamanders all over this area, but they're not giant.
I don't know. I think that's just like, that's not giant. That's
They're
like,
really tiny.
yeah.
But they are black.
Was it a
Some of
giant
them.
crayfish?
I don't know. It never says what it was. Because, like, on one website, it said 1977. And then on a different website, it said it happened in 2002. And her name was Maddie Hatcher.
Are you sure it wasn't 2 different incidents?
No, because it was the
Or are
exact
they
same
just-
incidents. And it was the same name.
Same name
so
and
they were
story.
just liars.
Yeah.
Well, maybe one's just wrong.
Yeah, I
you
think
know.
so. I think, yeah, it just became popular in 2002.
I believe the 70s one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's actually all I have
2002,
for
they...
the Ghosts of Wizard Island.
We should fucking go to Wizard Island. You
We
know?
should, because I've been to Crater Lake. I have a really embarrassing Crater Lake picture. With
Send
my
me
cousins and I.
the photo.
I'll find it. I found it. It's like, I'll have to take a picture of a picture because
Oh, yeah.
maybe I can get it from my mom's like Facebook
Scan
or
it
something.
in or something.
Yeah, but like it's from when I was like 15 and we camped there. And we had gone on like this 2-week long camping trip, and it was me and my 2 cousins that are really close in age to me, and we slept in a tent together for 2 weeks.
Oh,
A
shit.
4-person tent, 3 teenage
I
girls.
would murder someone.
Yeah, we hated each other by the end of this trip, but I don't know what I'm wearing. I'm wearing my glasses, which I don't know why, but then I'm also wearing like this weird like blazer type cardigan that I specifically remember getting from Forever 21, like the
Oh my
first thing
God.
I ever got from Forever
You wore
21.
a blazer cardigan to Crater Lake.
Yeah, and I just
Why?
remember buying it because I had little anchors on the buttons.
Oh, that's so basic. I love it.
And like I don't know why I was like, you know what? Today's the day. Crater Lake striped.
To take a fashion risk
Yeah,
at Crater Lake.
striped. I'll find it and maybe we'll post it on Instagram. We'll probably post it on Instagram.
I'm so glad you said this
Because,
because I also I've only been to Crater Lake one time. Went with my family and my best friend. We took her along.
Yeah.
I also have one embarrassing picture of me at Crater Lake.
We will post our embarrassing Crater Lake photos.
I'm in like fucking middle school or maybe like freshman year of high school.
That's when this one was taken of me.
I've
as
got
freshman
like
year.
weird little like blue tank top thing. I had pretty long hair, but like straightening your hair was really big. Like
yeah,
frying it.
yeah,
So I've
yeah.
got like super straight long hair, and I was like super tan, but like from the sun, but I was like red tan. It looked
Yeah,
bad.
yeah.
And I put on so much eyeliner around my whole eyeball, and I've got like really blue eyes. So
Yeah,
I
That
look
sounds...
like a I look like a monster. And the blue in the shirt makes my eyes look like
I gotta see this picture. It looks like this is the coolest you've ever been in your
I've
life.
I thought I was fucking hot.
Oh my gosh.
But
Okay.
the eyeliner is so heavy in the picture. I look like a fucking raccoon.
Yeah.
And when I looked at it, I was like, what was I thinking?
We'll post our embarrassing Crater Lake photos.
Oh, let's do it.
Oh my gosh. We need everyone
Okay.
to see the shame that we...
Oh.
Everyone has embarrassing
We were
photos.
taking some like
So,
fashion risks.
yeah,
we
let's
were
post
going
ours.
for it.
And then this summer we'll go to Crater Lake and take better photos.
And we'll look fucking normal.
Yeah, in our tracksuits.
We'll look a little tired, a little broken.
Because we've been driving for a long time.
Life's hard.
At least 5 hours.
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was that far.
Yeah.
We can take my car all over.
Where is Crater Lake?
Oregon? Southern
So
Oregon?
Southern
you
Oregon.
go
Oh,
south
shit.
until you hit Eugene, and then you hit southeast.
I wonder if we can see some tourist traps on the way there.
Oh, for sure, we can.
Should that be our summer break road trip?
Oh, maybe.
Crater Lake?
Maybe. Yeah, we'll do mini road trips in between too. Yeah.
Oh, 4.5 hours.
That's actually not bad.
It's 4.5 hours with no stop, so...
Yeah, with no traffic also.
It's 6 hours to Idaho, and I've done that a lot. I mean, it's
Yeah.
fine.
We could do it.
We can do it in the day. It's just a whole
Yeah.
day of that.
However, I think that maybe you guys should add a half-hour trip and go this way, because there's got to be more tourist traps going through Bend.
Oh, yeah, I've never been to
But
Bend.
I haven't either.
You know why? 'Cause
Okay,
it
this is
fucking
our trip.
sucks.
Okay, we'll do it. We'll plan it.
Bend is only slightly better than Pullman.
Oh, it goes through Beaverton,
Yeah.
Salem, Albany, Corvallis,
It's straight down I-5.
If you want to go that way.
If you want to go
But
straight
what
down
I'm
I-5.
suggesting
The other
is
way?
going the blue route.
Which just goes through Bend and nothing else.
Yeah, but I mean,
We
that's
could
where you're
go-
gonna.
we
That's
could
where you're
go-
gonna find your tourist traps.
Oh, we go one
Bend,
way down, one
and
way
then
back.
the other way home. The I-5
Yeah, that's
way
where you're
home.
gonna find your tourist traps,
This
though, because
whole day.
it's
Yeah,
not gonna
'cause-
be tourist traps where there's people.
That's true.
Because it would probably be really late when we would come home. We'll plan this
We'll
off
leave
the podcast.
early as fuck.
Yeah, we'll plan this off the podcast,
Okay, yeah.
and then we'll like film the entire thing.
We're my summer break's coming up, so Hayley and I are going to take a bunch of trips, and we're going to go to some of the places we've talked about on here, and maybe
Allegedly.
some that there's not a story for, but it's like a cool place.
Yeah, it's just kind of weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think you think you'll find any wizards on Wizard Island?
Maybe.
Let's do some witchcraft
you
shit.
think
Let's
there's-
like start a fire. Let's like dance
Let's
naked.
try to summon some salamanders.
See if we can get like the
Eye of
crayfish
Newt.
to rise. From,
yeah. So
It's gonna
we've
get-
got big plans this summer.
It's gonna get weird on Wizard Island.
Yeah.
Do we have to get a boat?
We have to take a boat
We have
out
to,
there. They
like,
do
rent-
tours though,
Okay.
Yeah,
so
I'm
don't
sure
worry.
they have a ferry.
But then we break off from the group, but
Yeah.
then the boat leaves
It's
and
not that big,
we're trapped.
Yeah,
We live on Wizard Island
we live here now
for the next 5 years.
Do you guys want to hear a wizard-oriented joke?
Yeah. Are we gonna get it?
We'll end the episode with it. So go
Okay.
ahead.
Yeah, go.
Anything else then before
Nope.
you toss out? Okay.
Nope.
Nana.
How long does an owl live?
How long?
How long?
About 6 books.